Straight of Hormuz. Be on alert now. I'm telling you now that they're gonna be trying to attack sell side. Why do I think they're going? Why do I think they're going to be attacking sell side? It's because they have not seriously attacked sell side other than this LRLR pattern all session long. You need to be on hyper alert. You also need to be on hyper alert because they got this weird pattern going on over here. It's weirding me out. You need to be on alert. I have no idea what hurts the most amount of people right now. Like I don't know, like if it's coming up here into this gap fill up here, or like if it's, or like if it's just, or like if it's just dumping it and then taking out that LOD. What the hell kind of candle was that? Look at that shit. What in the hell kind of liquidation candle is that? That's borderline God body. What is that? That right there is like what I'm talking about. This weird pattern here. This whenever you hear me say weird, 9.9 times out of 10 I'm referring to like LRLR. Like I'm like, what is that weird pattern there? Like and look what they did. Look, they squeezed it right out of it. Look at that. The what kind of Drake candle, bro. That's just weird stuff. Hold on, what was that? My newswire said it's coming out now. Hold on. Oh wow. This thing just hit the wire. I'm reading it right now. It's probably gonna hit your wire in probably like 3 or 4 minutes. It says Iranian officials are studying abandoning uranium enrichment as a U.S. condition for ending the war. Okay, so that just hit the wire, literally 3 minutes ago. So on this candle right over here, it hit the wire. I'm not gonna short this. I'm not gonna do that. They're about to come up here and fill this gap, boy. They're about to come up here and fill this gap, boy. And the SPX is frozen solid like a rock. It's best that we set the alert over here on the spot so that we know. Why? Because SPX is out of commission. Shh. More than one way to skin a cat. They about to come up here and fill this gap, boy. These people not playing. They're goofing. These people not playing and they're not here to goof around. Closed at holy shit. Closed at 67934. Here. They about to come up here and fill this gap, boy. 67931. They about to fill this gap today. This is bullish. They're not even, Trading View is lagging so far behind. I right click to set the alert, but it's not setting the alert. Okay, they just filled the gap just now. With the Drake candles, man, they flipping on a dime, boy. This right here is exactly why you don't guess, bro. Look at that candle. Man, I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna wait. These people are goofing around. Good morning, man. Look at that candle from this weird pattern here. Look at that. Can you believe it? Every single person that woke up and was like, man, great, this is a perfect opportunity for us to short it, got roasted. They closed their positions on this candle here. There's no way in hell that they held on to that, bro, when that market turned green just now from last night, from shorting last night. There's no way in hell that they did that. And then every single person that shorted on the open thinking that we was going to dump just got roasted just now because I have no idea why they're shorting this. This is dangerous. It's best to be on alert. This is geopolitical war tension news. Are you on alert? That's what we need to be on. This is crazy, bro. These people are crazy, bro. Hold on. Buddies, anyone? I'm gonna block you. Best to be on alert. Look at that. They squeeze it up, and now they're about to start hitting sell side. Be on alert now. Be on alert. It's best we all be on alert at this point in time. I don't trust it. I'm being for real. I don't trust them. Do you take trades live? Of course I do. And you can see my actual real life P&L. You see those accounts? Those are the accounts that I'm getting ready to be trading right now. Hold on, make sure the trade copy working. Of course I do. I trade live and I call it the market day in and day out. I'm running a Discord too right now. They can talk too. I do this every day. Mm. Full blown transparency. Nothing to hide. This is bullish. They flip this around on a dime. Hey, TikTok, can you guys do me a favor? We got almost 50 people watching in and out, cycling consistently. Guys, can I please get like 100 likes per person? Just literally just 15 seconds of your time because I'm going to be live trading the entire day and talking, trying to help navigate you guys, please. Excellent. I got you, brother. Thanks, Token. Yeah, just 100, 150 likes. I'm talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. Literally just that 5 times. Count to 25 times and it'll be done. Like that's it. I mean, we're sitting here just goofing around with the not us, but the market. So and then like I won't ask nothing. I won't ask for guys. I don't even ask for donations. I'm not going to be sitting here. Hit the screen. Hit the screen. Hit the screen. One more roses. One more roses. One more roses. And like tap dancing. Like I don't ask anybody for any donations. It's like I promise you. Yeah, at least we can do things, Darren. Yeah, I'm not gonna. I'm not one of those influencers that's gonna ask for donations. If you want to donate or subscribe, pay the $2 or $3 per month. Hey, cool. But if not, because guys, it's a beautiful thing when you actually make money off of the product that you're actually advertising to the point to where like you don't care if people do anything or not. But I mean, like if there's 60 to 100 people watching, I'm gonna be like, hey, come on, we got 300 likes because I know for a fact there's gonna be people that ask me questions, and like they'll have like 10 questions, and I'll click on on their profile, and it'll say watch time 240 minutes, as in like 3.5 hours, 12 comments, 0 likes, and I'll be like, yo, what? Why are you asking me? They be like, come on, bro, answer the question. I'm like, huh? Please, they beg for Galaxy. Oh yeah, yeah, that's the thing that they always do. Come on, guys, one more Galaxy, a Galaxy, a Galaxy, a Galaxy. I'm like, bro, come on, bro, tighten up, bro. Like, bro, I'm not begging for no Galaxy, bro. Do y'all understand that for every guys, a Galaxy costs you like $10 or $15? Because I am a part of an agency, and so like they did the math, guys. I promise you, the influencer only sees like Like to his account, he gets $3 of that. For every galaxy you send them, they get $3. $3. And then you have to pay taxes out of it. So like effectively you are getting $1.50 out of $1.50 for one galaxy. Man, hell no, man. You crazy as hell, boy. I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna sell my soul for $1.50. I'm not gonna do that. Fuck no. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. Yeah. Nope. Just hit 120% of that move with Tesla. Great job, Shard. Way to lock in the money. Way to refocus yourself. Great job. It's lagging behind. Shaking my head. Well, yeah. I don't know what's going on with trading view. It's glitching. Good risk to reward? Yeah, nah, not at all, Alan. Nah, now they break from moving the same. Fire says, bro, the market is moving weird. Crude oil and NQ is moving the same. This never happens. They both double since market open. Well, crude oil is NQ is squeezing now. Key reasons for frozen SCX price: circuit breakers. Hmm. Hmm. Crude oil is frozen. Melly says mine isn't frozen. That's false. Melly, thanks, Token, for the 1,000 likes. Thank you. That's all I ask everybody. Not asking much. Please eat big for galaxies. You're right. You're right. That's funny. Yeah. Thanks, guys, for the likes. I appreciate you guys for supporting. Melly, you need to come over here to SPX. Everybody needs to be on alert. You need to be watching the SPX to see when the SPX unfreezes. But the gap's been but the gap's been filled today, so it is what it is. What's going on with that? What's going on with that SPX though, bro? That's strange. They turned the market green. It's not. Hold on, let me see. I'm gonna go on my phone and look. Mine is frozen on my phone too. It's frozen on my phone. It's still on 6816 on my phone. It's not moving. It's frozen on my phone. It's a server error. They squeeze this market up. The market's green. Just so everyone's aware. Oh, okay. All right, but thanks, guys, for the likes. I appreciate that. Guys, listen, it's best to be on alert. They're gonna do the most obvious thing, but in the least obvious way that hurts the most amount of people. Look at the Lulu. Look at the Nike. Look at the Microsoft. Nvidia barely green. Nvidia down. Look at this. Shit. You said you said what? Repeat that again. You said those are the only two that's correct. Correct. But this one, but the main aspects is frozen. Correct. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, they all different, and people buying them differently. I mean, like they just the same thing, or just off different exchanges. The prices are slightly different, but it's the same thing. Now, they're all controlled by the same computer. It's just that the one computer that controls this is just slightly down. I guess that's it. So they're all computers. So and they're all on the same network. It's best to be on alert now. They just flashed 612. Everyone that's been shortened has experienced full blown despair. Best to be on alert. Timestamp 10:02. Probably not best to short it as of right now. Why? Because they could keep squeezing. They don't have to go lower. And they just flashed that damn 680 just now. HOD is 680.02. Hmm. Let me look for any draws and liquidity, like any volume imbalances of some sort. Anything that could. The SPX is frozen. Full blown despair. I'll start laughing. It's true. I promise you it's true. You laughing? It's true. It's true. Who had this marker going green today on from the open? Hmm? Off of the news that dropped over the weekend, the ceasefire ending, and Armageddon, and Trump going on again about the blockade and sending the Navy out there and all of that stuff. Can you believe it? They took the marker green. It's just as though nothing ever happened. Like nothing's wrong now. Everyone's trying to short the news. Not facts. I think I'm done to the length of the macro. Yeah, I agree. Not bad. They about to squeeze this higher. It's best I be on alert. This appears to me as though they might start targeting sell side just psychologically. That's just what that's just what my brain is thinking. My brain is thinking that they might start hurting sell side. I'm being dead serious. But I need to be on alert. What is that? I mean, close of 11. I mean, close of 37. Low of 43. 6 point volume balance. This is just the first one. I'll be on alert for that. I'm not going to blindly short this. I'm just watching that. They might want to reattack 680 on the spy. Spy looks as though it doesn't have any legs though for real. Spy is slightly lagging behind. I'm looking at the true relative strength between the two. The only source of income is TikTok live. Yeah, exactly. I just seen that message, bro. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, man. Hmm. $1.50 for a Galaxy. Because best case scenario, TikTok influencers they only keep 30%. Because TikTok keeps 30%, and then like I forget what, and then like they take the other 30% off of something else. Forget what it is. Forget what the split is. But you only get to keep 30%. 30% of every dollar that comes through, man. Hell no, I'm not doing that. That's worse than WAP. That's worse than that's worse than my cut with the WAP, with the Knowledge Center in the Discord on me. Man, they about to attack. It's best I be on alert though. I don't want to goof around with these people and call their bluff though. I think that they're getting ready to attack. I think they're getting ready to attack lower, but I need to be certain. Somebody, guys, we need to be looking for trend lines or something. We need to be looking for something that's been engineered to this session. Something that's like catching our eye. Like we need to be on alert. I think they're getting ready to attack sell side though. That's the feeling that I'm getting, but I don't want to jump in front of this moving train. We need to be on hyper alert right now. Did we pop this high right over here? Barely. High of 679.80. 680. Shit, this is damn near perfect. This right here is a drawn liquidity here. It's relatively equal highs. I'm not going to jump in front of this moving ship. Imagine you trying to stop a cruise liner in the water from going forward. One of those cargo cruise liners. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to sit there. I'm going to wait. These are relatively equal highs, but they popped this. What's the high of this candle? High of this candle is oh 09. They didn't pop this high right over here. They came close, but they ain't popped that. This is relatively triple top highs. Just so you know, if you short that, that's what you're going against. This is relatively look. This is relatively triple top highs here. This is dangerous. Like, why would they not shoot this up here into the zone? I'm thinking in my brain. So I'm on alert. That's what I'm doing. And I'm not gonna jump the gun until it at least eclipse this high, maybe come up into the zone here. So that's what I'm thinking right now in my brain. I'm unsure what your brain is thinking, but I know what my brain is thinking. And my brain adheres to the dangers. Best to be on alert, absolutely. My brain is adhering to the dangers. They got this weird staircase and pattern here, though. I don't trust it. I think they want to go higher to then go lower. I'm being I'm being 100% for real with you. I think they want to go higher so that they can dump this to then go lower. They're about to start hunting sell side. So help me God, I'm trying to tell you. It's just a matter of, are you sized accordingly for this? They're about to dump this shit. Next stop on their list, this volume balance over here. I'm trying to tell you, timestamp 10:08. They're about to bang this through this floor, boy. They're about to flash bang this shit right now through this floor, boy. They're about to flash bang this. I'm gonna try and take a base hit on this, and I'm gonna try and get my feet wet, and I'm gonna start scaling into the short because I think they're getting ready to start running sell side in a minute. So help me God. Off of this volume balance, just, just so you know, when this candle turns green, I'm gonna short this. Off of this volume balance, I'm getting my feet wet. There's nothing I'm managing my risk off of. You need to understand the trades that I take. Jesus Christ, they didn't even turn the candle green. They're just about to start dumping it immediately. Jesus Christ, they're not gonna let me participate. I'm gonna wait. That aggression tells me I need to be waiting. Look at this volume bounce they just created up here. Close of 74. High. What is that? Close of 74. High of 65. That's a 9 point volume balance up there above head. I'm gonna wait for them to squeeze it higher. Then I'll short. They just trapped it between these two. There's a 9 here. Close of 74. High of 70. It's a 4 point volume balance now. Best to be on alert. High of 70. It's a 4. It was a 9. Is this guy legit, y'all? I don't know. You watch. I don't know how trading works. Hmm. They're about to squeeze. I'm gonna short this. I'm gonna short this, and I'm gonna try and get 6 ticks to the downside of this move. They just filled that volume balance. I'm jumping the gun on this slightly. There's nothing I'm managing my risk off of. They just filled that just now. I'm just trying to take a base hit. I want to see them flashbang this through this floor. 60 ticks to the downside. I'm gonna try and take. I'm just trying to get my feet wet on this, just so you know. I think they get ready to start hunting sell side on my soul. I do. So I'm jumping the gun on this right now. You cannot do this on anything larger than 3 to 4 micros. You will blow your account. When this alert goes off, I got to be out of this trade regardless anyway. Best I go break even. Shit. Buy stop. Best I go break even on this short here. 60 ticks to the downside I'm trying to get, just so you know. They better stop me out at break even. I missed out on the money. It's okay. I mean, like, I could take it right now, but, it is what it is. I could take it, but it is what it is. I'll take a little bit of it. Mm. Why? Because the alert went off. They didn't flash bang it directly to the floor like I was expecting. So I shorted it trying to target this volume balance over here. And then when they filled it and they didn't flash bang it directly to the floor, I closed the trade out. Why? Because I'd rather just take 40 50 bucks than to goof around with another $40 50 and just get a break even. When I when I have a feeling that they're going to start me out at break even anyway. So I took the trade, but it just didn't materialize within the 60 seconds that I was expecting. So I figured either way they're getting ready to stop me out at break even anyway. So I might as well take $40 than go break even, right? I mean, a half shit, a dead bird, a dead bird in my hand is better than no bird. At least I can make porridge. So the trade went, damn near went straight to the TP. So it is what it is. So, but I just figured I was getting ready to shoot it. D start laughing. I'm being dead serious, dude. Like, I know guys. I know some people are thinking, "Man, damn, bro only made $40 off that trade, bro. I thought it was getting ready to go break even. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like, I knew they were going to dump this, but I just figured, hey, you know what? Like, they were goofing around in this busy. I thought they were getting ready to shoot it and just take it out break even. So I apologize. If you didn't want to cut the trade, then don't cut the damn trade. then stick with the break even. I just didn't want to break even. I'm just trying to get my feet wet. Save the analogies. You made a bad trade. I'm sorry, that was funny. Sorry. Sorry. Sorry, I was crying laughing. I swear to God. Whoa, that was funny. Thanks, Jakes. Thank you. Oh man, people like you keep me going, bro. I swear to God. Oh, yeah, that was funny. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. Oh man, that was funny. Look at that. They dumped it. Yo, Jinx, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I'm distracted. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yo, that shit caught me off guard. That was hilarious. I swear to God, that was funny. Trey went straight to the TP. We're break even. Great call out. Manage my risk. Hey, say the analogies, Buster. You made a bad trade. Own up to it. Oh man, that was funny. Wow. I promise you that was funny. Whew. Damn it. I really could have held though. Yeah, I could have made extra $50. I was only trying to make $100. I'm $90. So I missed out on the $50. I shorted it here and then they just, and I decided to take it. I was trying to target this volume balance, but it just wasn't there. It is what it is. Huh? Uh, Bro, SPX is closed. It's not even moving. I'm looking at it right now. Oh, I don't really look at that. I look at the SPX index. Yeah. So I'm cooked. So I'm not. So I'm cooked on the volume balance. Hold on, look. Let me double check up on this. You said SPX what? Let me see. Because I have not back tested the volume balances on the SPX 500 index. Shit, this one right over here is frozen too. What the hell is that? SPX, where's it at? Which one? Oh, this one? This this data right over here is delayed. I'm looking at this right now. This shit is delayed by 10 minutes. I don't. So like yes, yeah, I don't have access to that data. So I gotta wait for this one to be open. Mm. Data issue. It appears, yeah. It's delayed. Man, I told you I was gonna start hunting sell side. I know I should have held on to that short, but it is what it is. He is crazy as hell. No, bro. Dude on TikTok said, save the analogies. You made a bad trade. He said that. That shit had me crying laughing. Watcher six. I swear to God, I was crying laughing. Comedian over here. You right. You be right though. Yeah, nah, but that was hilarious. TP got edged. Best to be on alert. Damn it. Free money it should have it would have been. Well, it's $40. A little $200 in 60 seconds. Hey, man. Who am I to complain? So I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna wait again. Cause I shorted on red anyway, so I broke my rules. I mean, the reason why I closed it early because I broke my rules. I like to short on green, but I just figured I was going to dump it, so I shorted it 66 to the downside. When I went break even, you could have held on to break even. This right here is why this is not an alert service because you just blindly copy my trades and you getting out whenever I get out. But so you need to ask yourself, how is he managing his risk? I know I went break even. There was no risk on that trade. So you could have made whatever you made off that if you would have break even, and you could have been up right now. Honestly speaking, you really could just be at break even right now and just let it ride. But again, that's why the knowledge is so important because I don't know what you're willing to risk, and I can't force you to trade. So it's like if I take this trade here and I say I'm going break even, then go break even. Just let it ride into whatever you specifically feel comfortable with. I don't have the answer for you. I just didn't want to do. What the hell is that? Close of 71, high of 67 4. Not larger than 5. I'm not going to pay attention to that. I just closed at 150 ticks. Exactly. Is that what I'm saying? who's Queen D, who's inside Discord. That's exactly what I'm saying. So you don't have to get out when I get out. But when I say, man, I don't feel comfortable with this, you need to be going break even. Or when I get out, you need to go break even, or you need to be scaling out 50% at a minimum. That's what you need to be doing. Perfect trade. Look, they dumped it. I told you they was trying to dump this. There's nothing in your brain where you should have been like, man, I'm serious trying to long this shit right now. Screw what I was saying. Screw what I was saying. Look at the position that I'm taking. Screw what I was saying about me talking about, man, those, those are relatively triple top highs here. Screw that. Yeah, I know that. But best case scenario, they would have shot it up into here and then they would have dumped. The risk was screwed to the downside. So if I shorted this, I would have just added into an A plus short entry here into the zone. You need to understand that. So you need to understand how I'm structuring my mentality. So yes I saw this here, relatively triple top highs, relatively triple top. But I'm not going to long this here to then target this. No, with this to the downside, no. I'm going to short it here. And then if they so graciously give me the chance to add another 1/3 size into the zone, then I'm going to take it because then I know they're getting ready to dump it. You need to understand what's going on here. Stop looking for an alert service. Those are scams. Best to be on alert. You need to understand where the danger is skewed to. What's next is this. If they dump this into this trend line and they tap this trend line, they're going to snap this. That'll be my next play. So I'm watching this and I'm on hyper alert. You need to not be shorting this right now. If you are in a short, you need to go like at this point in time. Mark my words. You need to take off about 75% to 80% of the short. You want to know why? Because we're tapping into a 15-minute BISI. They're about to bounce this. Look at that. My point exactly. We're tapping into a 1 and a 5 and a 15-minute BISI cluster. They're about to launch this. So I apologize. I saw this and so so by the time I completed it, then this candle formed. So I'm going to tell you on this. But if you've been watching for anything longer than a week or two, then you know what this means. You know what a 1-5 and a 15, a 1-1 and a 5 and a 15-minute BISI cluster means. You do not be shorting within that. Okay, so that's what's going on as far as that's concerned. They're liable to bounce this. Best to be on alert. My socks was not indexed. I had to reboot my whole system. These are some yeah. Mhm. Be on alert. We gotta watch this zone here. This market has a decision to make. Either this market keeps on squeezing higher, or this bounce is going to send us lower, and then we're going to target this low here. You have a decision to make right now. When they bounce this here higher, you can either short this, and if you want a one-to-one risk to reward, you can then, guys, just a basic layman's term trade. You can short this on this bounce here, and you can put a stop loss above this high if that's what you want to do, thinking that we're going to target here. If you think that this market is bullish, you can long this right now, and you can manage your risk to this low or to an inverse of this 1 minute BISI here, and then you can then target this high here or one of these imbalances up here above head. It can work in either direction, but that's just up to you in regards to your feel. If you ask me what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna wait. What is that? Close at 17, low at 27. No, no, nope, no, sir. What was that? That's a 10-point volume bounce. They're about to dump this. What the hell was that? Okay, they came back and they filled it. close at 17, low of 18. They came back and they came back immediately. They stopped 100. Okay, I'm one of the first 5 people to message me. God did. Jack says. They came back and they filled this volume balance literally the same second. Damn near almost the same second. I'm gonna delete that. Excuse me. If you see a 10-point volume balance like that, you need to be on hyper alert. Because if they would have squeezed this, I would have blindly shorted it. So help me God. But they didn't give me the chance to trade it. Why? Because the candle. Why? Because the next candle didn't close. So I have no idea what they're getting ready to do. These candles are starting to move very, very digitally. Like it's moving very clunky. I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna wait. If I see something insane like that happen, I need to wait. I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna wait. Hold on. Holy shite! What the hell was that? Did you just see that candle? Look at that. What was that? I have no idea. I'm gonna sit there. I'm gonna wait. That's what I'm about to do. Why? Because it appears that they're doing some weird account destruction kind of shit. That's why it scared me out. We have shitty market, bro. Yeah, we have no idea what these people are trying to do right now. This is dangerous. I just got the worst feel ever. I need to walk away. What happened? You, you shorted it just now and they filled you at that bottom? Yeah, we can hear you. Hmm. What? The red candle just now? Yeah. Mm. Man, they're about to squeeze this right now, it appears. They're bouncing from this 15-minute biscuit to go higher now. That that appeared to be a fake out. Shit. Wow. Damn. That's why, bro. That reason right there is why I only short on green and why like I long on red. Cause they're gonna give me the worst feels if I short on red. That was the manipulation on new 4 hour open. Yeah. God, it was. Jesus. Yeah, that was a 200 tick candle. Oh my God, I didn't realize that. Wow. And they reversed it immediately the next second. Literally the next second, they reversed it. That's crazy. This is dangerous. Wow. It's best to be on alert. Best to be on alert right now. Mm. They're just going sideways. They're confusing people. Guys, listen. I have absolutely no idea what's gonna. Guys, I have absolutely no idea what's happening. It's Trump news. Yeah, exactly. There it is, right there. All right, listen. We need to come over to this pre-market traded plan. This is what I sent out last night at 6 o'clock. You need to be reading this. If you're inside Discord and you have not read this, please read this. Wait for liquidity to be engineered, which is what I'm doing now. In seconds on the open, they took out the triple bottoms I was saying from the 410 trade plan that was going to be swept. They thrust us in the intraday sell side and reset the market all in mere second. So guys, listen, hold on. Trump, any ship near blockade will be eliminated. Eliminated. He said eliminated. That's dangerous. That's what that candle was. Correct. So what I mean by that is this, guys. Whenever I say they reset the market, that means that, guys, that means that, yeah, we've been squeezing for the last 8 days, but they reset the market, as in like they can just go higher now. So I set this out last night at 6:18, 15 minutes before the market was opening. Like 15 minutes later, like I pressed send. So I was typing this up at 6 o'clock on my phone because I saw what they were getting ready to do and I alerted you. They could very well squeeze it higher from this zone with no remorse. That means that they reset the market. It does not have to go lower. They took the ability to trade the short side from the NQ Insider Weekly Outlook from you. And I put it in all bold because I know some people go, man, damn, man, I just joined Discord, man. And then, man, I just joined Discord, man. And bro says this. Bro says it will pull back either on Monday or Tuesday, and intraday sell side will begin. I've been waiting patiently to short this, man. Damn, this ain't fair. I finally came up with $40 to finally understand this shit. And I've been studying, and it's the perfect opportunity for me to short this. Damn, man. And you know what? I went back to this pre-market trading plan from the other day, and he says I can very well see 679,250 on the ES triple bottoms are screaming to be swept. And he said he thinks it comes tomorrow, but it didn't come on Friday. They just went sideways. We still made some money. He says at the latest on Monday, so be on alert. I was on alert. And he said hanging on the lows up here for extended periods of time is dangerous. You've been warned. I was warned, and I was paying attention to what he was saying. Man, Monday was my opportunity, man. Yeah, man, I was ready, man. I was waiting on this for 2 days, for a day. Man, I was ready to go. So you want to know what I said? So damn what? Okay. They did exactly what we said. Okay, so what? They didn't give you a chance to trade it. So damn what? They did it in 60 seconds. So what? They did it. So damn what? Don't chase it. Be smart and wait for liquidity to be engineered. Then trade it with precision. All righty? So you need to be on alert now. They're just squeezing this. So zero reason why we need to be shorting this now. You've been warned. So that's your warning if you didn't show up to that pre-market meeting this morning. That's your warning now. I know that you wanted to short it, but they didn't give you a chance to short it. Now readjust. They're clearly trying to go higher. They reset the market, bro. This is multi-day buy-side delivery program model. It's going to be looking for a reason to squeeze to go higher. So we got to take it piece by piece. I apologize that they did the exact opposite of what I was not something different than what I said. I apologize. Not for what I said, but you get the point. From what we planned, like from what we potentially planned on trading, from what you've been waiting on. That's the market. It'll do weird things. Be on alert. Wicks before the body. Jesus. Absolutely. If you see wicks before the body, that's a problem. Trump just said on this candle here that any ships coming near the blockade will be eliminated. That's a battle, not a threat. I think that's a promise. Because I don't think that he's just threatening, like empty threats. I seriously think that he will do that. Not him, but the people that he instructs will have his best wishes in mind, and they will do that because he doesn't make those calls. So like, he just gives the authorization, and then like they carry out the plans. So he doesn't really know what they're doing because he's not well versed on war and war tactics. And then look, they're squeezing it off it now. So I know some people are probably thinking, bro, why is this market going higher? This dude right here keeps on sounding off on the horn about geopolitical war tension news. What the hell is going on? Why is this market squeezing higher? Why are we green? Why are we not red? Want to know why? Because this market doesn't care about the news. It doesn't care what you think. It's just going to keep doing whatever the hell it wants to do to go fill orders. So you think that the market should be going down, but the market's not going to go down. You think bad news means bad for stocks. This is not the case. They can keep squeezing higher now. This market is in multi-day buy-side delivery program model. It's going to keep squeezing higher. So you need it's already baked in already. Yes, correct. The market rushes to price things in the moment that they appear. That is correct. When something isn't priced in, then that's when you see the market doing some weird shit. Like it's typically not priced in if the market's open and then something insane happens. If you hear an insane news and like the market doesn't like shit the bed or squeeze out of it like something insane God body and hold, then it's already been priced in. So like if you hear it and like there's hardly no reaction, like the market bounces and immediately recovers, it has been priced in. That's how you know. They're goofing around now inside the zone. I have no idea what they're getting ready to do. They might start hitting sell side now. I have no idea. They're just going sideways now. It's best to be on alert. This is crazy. This weird shit they got going on here. Like if I short this, then they'll squeeze it past 612. If I long this, then they'll dump this on my head top. It appears as though that they keep trying to attack 680. It appears as though that they have a vendetta. I'm not going to short this. I am not going to short this, not ahead of this one, two, three, almost four, five. This quintuple, relatively quintuple top highs. I'm not going to do that. Hell no, I'm not going to do that. Because do you know how many people sat here and then drew a square like this and went like this that this is supposed to be resistance? Do you know how many people that are doing that? Do you understand that? I'm not gonna join them. I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna wait. They're gonna have to displace from the zone, then I short. Or they're gonna have to squeeze up into this zone, then I'll short it on the way down. I'm not going to do that right now. This is dangerous. And they basically just going sideways. What's up with that SPX? Why is it frozen? I'm not gonna do that. I think they might squeeze out of the zone, especially with that quintuple top high there, and then this high point right over here that they're goofing around with, and then this one over here. I'm gonna wait. That's what I'm gonna do, or I'm gonna wait for LR or something. Timestamp 1034. Hour until safety if I long it. It's heading for 395 ES triple top now. This is getting spicy. Where? You said that at 1033. High of 86150. High 86150. Yes, 100%. They're getting ready to flash this past the zone. Yes. Zero debate. They're going to flash this past the zone. But however, you need to understand that they got this LR pattern here. It's like if they do this and they curl this up, I'm going to long this. I'm not still. I just want to see this get taken out before I long this weird pattern they got going on over here because they might take this out and then go higher, or a little flash and then dump. That's exactly what that right there is exactly what they're scheming on. Whichever one that they do first is going to be the one that I think they do the opposite of. So with this higher, this candle right over here, great eye, Crispy. Thank you. We're helping each other out. With the high of this candle being 86150, the high of this one being 86150, and the high of this one over here being 86150 on the ES. If they run this little weird immediate term LRL over here to the downside and they curl this up, I am going to assume that they're getting ready to attack this. If they flash this up here into this zone, I'm going to assume they're going to dump this in and run this LRLR. And like come back into the zone and attack sell side. So I am going to wait for one of them to be resolved. Why? Because I can't predict which one that they want to go for first. I don't know. So I do know that if I take the position contrary, it's going to hurt me. So I'm going to wait for one to be resolved. Then I'm going to take the easier trade. That's what I'm going to do. But what best suits my risk management right now is for them to take this out and then for me to short it up here into the zone. Not for them to dump this and then for me to long this. Because I don't want to long this. I want them to take this out so that I can short it. That's what I want them to do. But they got this weird pattern going on here and I don't trust them. Every single time I say, look, what kind of weird pattern is that? They dump it. Every single time I say, what kind of weird pattern is that? They pump it in the opposite direction. So I'm not going to do that. Literally every single time I've said that, I go, what the hell kind of weird pattern is like I said it right here. I was like, what kind of weird pattern is that? And then they pumped it. And I was like, look at that LRLR. Like, you see this right over here? And I was like, look at this weird pattern they got going on over here. And then they dumped it. And now I'm saying the same thing over here. And I'm like, what is this weird pattern over here? And now they're dumping it. You see what I'm saying? So I'm gonna wait. Because every single time I say that, they attack what I think is weird. But most people look at it and go, "Yeah, man, this is a great long opportunity," and then that's why they lose. So I'm not going to do what my professional brain now deems as weird. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to wait. They somewhat ran this just now. So they ran this somewhat just now. You need to be on alert now. They ran this about 50% of the way. They could come down a little bit lower, slightly. I'm unsure what they're trying to do. ES is trying to take out this high right here. I'm trying to tell you what ES is trying to do. NQ is trying to go lower, and ES is trying to flash this higher over here. I'm gonna put this alert right over here. NQ is trying to go higher right now. I'm sorry, NQ is trying to go lower. And NQ might force them a little bit lower to then run this pattern, but I think they're trying to come into the zone and eclipse this high here. Remember what I said, whichever one that they do first, I'm going to think that they're getting ready to do the opposite. So I think they're getting ready to come here now. I think that they want to come here to the zone. I'm just being 100% for real with you. That's just like what my brain thinks right now. And I do not think the NQ is bullish at all. I think that NQ wants to dump through this floor, but I think that ES might force NQ slightly higher. That's what my brain is assuming. Best not to assume, like Indian Josh would say, not assume, assume. They're getting ready to eclipse this now. It appears. Okay, timestamp 10:38. I need to watch this. They're goofing around now with these highs here. I think they might want to flash this. It's best I be on alert. If I long this, I could have a really bad day. Why? Because they could just dump this with reckless abandon. They don't have to take that high out. That's just one drawn liquidity. The risk to reward is skewed to the downside. I'm sorry, the risk is skewed to the downside. As in, like, if I long this, I'm going to be taking extreme risks to the downside. It's skewed. I think that's the correct term. Is it not? So like, if it's more guys, correct me if I'm wrong because I want to know. So if it's more dangerous for me to long this, the risk is skewed to the downside. Correct? Is that correct, or is that false? Or is the risk skewed to the upside? I think it's risk skewed to the downside if it's more dangerous. Right? Is that correct or is that false? Correct. Okay, yeah. So yeah. So the risk is skewed to the downside. As in, like, if I long this, I could seriously get roasted here. And so the best case scenario, they just pop that double top high. Like, that's best case scenario. Worst case scenario, they start running this shit in full, and then they want to dump. ES is trying to squeeze vertically for some strange reason. ES has zero remorse. ES is trying to come up here to the zone and eclipse this. Timestamp 1040. ES 100% wants to come here to the zone. So whatever that means for the NQ, I am seriously unsure about this. I am seriously unsure. Hmm. Mm, NQ wants to dump. If I loan this, I might be able to get 80 ticks to the upside off of this. Off. Yeah. I'm gonna loan this right now, and I'm gonna try and get $120 off this. So I'm gonna loan this on 3 contracts right now, and I'm gonna try and target this high right over here. And this is about 80 ticks to the upside, just off of this pair trade with the ES potentially trying to come up here to eclipse this perfect double top high over here that I think they might be gunning with. But there's nothing I'm managing my risk off of other than just strictly just liquidity trading. So like, if they dump this from this zone and they do not come here, then I'm going to cut this trade. I'm not going to go risk management mode on this. This trade right here is a lot more dangerous than the other one I was taking. Just so you're aware. So I'm targeting this high right over here on this trade, this 25, 312, 50 high right over here on this trade, because I just want ES to specifically target this double top high over here and squeeze this past this zone. So like this is a full blown pure trade that I'm taking right now. If ES takes this out and NQ does not move, I'm gonna cut this shit. So I'm gonna just try and make $120 off of damn 3 micros right now off of this trade here. So that's just this trade right now that I'm taking. There's nothing that I'm managing my risk off of, just so you're aware. If ES decides to pop that high, I am almost certain that NQ is going to come to 25 312, and that's that. So that is that trade that I'm taking right now. So whatever the fuck this means here, I don't know what this means. I'm sorry. This is about 70 ticks to the upside. I thought it was about 80. So it's about 70 ticks to the upside right now. So that's that. NQ is trying to dump, but then ES is trying to eclipse this high right over here. I think I just personally think that ES is scheming on this high right now. That's just what I think. Timestamp 10:42. But hold on, shit. They got this weird pattern going on here. One, two, three, four, five candles going here sideways. This is dangerous. They got this weird pattern going on over here. Both of them is weird. I need to be out over here should they decide to do this. Just so you're aware. They need to flip this shit bullish and go now. Jesus Christ, look at that squeeze from that zone. Slightly fret running a little bit. Hmm? There's this perfect double top high here. Why would they not take this out? So this is a pair trade. I understand the NQ was bullish, but if ES decides to squeeze here, I don't give a damn how bearish NQ is. They're getting ready to squeeze the NQ to the highs. I'm not even looking at the trade right now. Skewed to the downside, correct. Thanks, D. Thanks, Queen D. I'm waiting on this high right over here to be eclipsed. I'm watching this high right over here. Probably best I go break even on this, but I don't want to go break even on this. I very well could, but I just think that, but I'm still watching this. I'm not going to go break even on this until ES decides to eclipse this perfect double top high that I was looking at. Thanks to Chris P. But you need to watch this though, because they got this staircase and pattern. I think they're getting ready to dump this past the zone at a particular point in time. You need to be on hyper alert. Be on alert now. NQ is be on alert now. NQ is trying to dump now. NQ is trying to dump now. You need to be on alert. So the only reason why NQ is going higher is because of this ES. And they got this weird pattern going on here. Timestamp 10:44. New 15-minute candle getting ready to open. The volatility from this might push us higher within the next minute or two. You need to be on hyper alert now. We need to wait 38 seconds for this candle to close here. Look at that volume balance just now that was just created to the downside on this NQ. Look at that. Close of 43, low of 50. Jesus Christ, look at that. Look at that. I'm going to cut this slightly. Shit. Trade full blown straight to completion. They're getting ready to dump this slightly because of the 7-point volume balance. 65, 76 to the upside just now on that trade off of the pair trade of the NQ. Look at this. Look, see that? Thanks, Chris P, for the free money, sir, and the donations. We appreciate you, sir. Thank you, sir. We appreciate you, sir. I'm done. Free money it was. Thank you, fine sir, for your help. Thanks, Chris P, for alerting us from inside Discord. Thanks, buddy. Man, man, trade. Man, what a day, huh? Trading with a group is so much fun, huh? ES triple top now. He said it at 10:33. This is getting spicy. Can you believe it? Wow. 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 So students can help everybody else, huh? He does know what he's talking about, huh? Wow. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for the free money. I appreciate that, Chris P. You're welcome, he says. Thank you, sir. 70 ticks to the upside I take on 3 contracts, which is about $100 or for about $115. 3 contracts. Free money it was. I think they're ready to dump this. Short button. Why so? Volume balance over here to the downside. Good trade, Ian says. We need to be on hyper alert. I think they're getting ready to attack this over here lower potentially. But you know what I'm gonna do? I gotta switch off of my accounts. Why so? Because I don't want to add on anything. I don't want to add on any more risk on these accounts. I'm just trying to register one trading day, and about 140, 150 is about enough. I don't want to turn my day sour. Um, yeah. Hopefully I believe I just secured a $150 payout from the Blue Knox. I don't know. I'll request it today to see if they didn't. Oh, I'll request in like 2 or 3 days to see if they deny it or not. I'll just see what's popping. Let me turn off this trade copier. Um, hold on. I got to get my trade copy together. There's a 7-point volume balance over there lower. Do not be surprised if they dump this and then target this over here lower. That's not what I sound like. That's not what I sound like. Ian says, that's not what you sound like. What do you sound like, Ian? I apologize for not getting your voice correct. My bad. I'm sorry. I know that's not what you sound like, man. Excuse me, Big Debo. You know who Big Debo is from the movie Friday? A little bit old. Excuse me. You sound like. Bro, start laughing. I'm sorry. You do know that I can't read it in like my normal voice because if so, then people are going to get confused. People are going to be like, "Wait, what? Hold on. Is he talking to himself or is he talking? What's he talking about right now? You know? Look at them. They're dumping it like how I expected. They just feel their volume balance. Best to be on alert. I feel you, but you overdid it. Not gonna lie. Hmm. I know. Yeah, I know. Well, not yet. Well, now I know because if I go, they're running it now, skew to the downside. But see, like you wouldn't know. I was just reading Queen D's comment. But if I go, they're running it now, skew to the downside. Like you go, oh, okay, so he must be reading something differently. It just aids in the processing of the information at hand. So they target this volume balance over that I set this alert on right over here. So I would have shorted this if I wasn't turning off my trade copy. But in any event, yes. So that's what's going on. Okay. What else? Um. So yeah. So wicks before the body, Jesus. Like Van said. But if I go wicks before the body, Jesus. Like you're gonna be like, is he concerned about those wicks? So whenever I'm reading comments, I gotta switch up the voice. That's okay. Nvidia's green. Yeah, that's why they squeezed. They're just goofing around now. Dump some? Good trade. Thanks, sir. Base hit I take on my funded accounts. Then I just rinse and repeat the money nonstop. And then I remove the risk whenever the accounts are to pay up. I'm not trying to do too much, man. Just trying to, not trying to do too much. Okay, let me check up on something real quick. Okay, good. Trade copy is working correctly. Trend line. Where? TP hit $125. Silly says, not bad. This is a small little base hit. Guys, if they just give us 3 or 4 of these base hits for like 150, $120, do you understand that we just made $300 or $400 a day on a day to where we probably shouldn't even been trading for real? Like, guys, do you understand we just made like 3 or 4, $500 a day on just one account? If you got guys, do you understand that if you got 10 accounts, that's $3,000 a day just off of 3 micros, just stress free, guys? Because there's no way in hell you should have been scared on 3 micros. I was just $320 just now on 3 micros. And then like when I outlined that volume balance right over there, if you would have took that, that would have been 50, 60 ticks to the downside. So as it stands right now, yeah, I know it might not scream much to you with me being shit. Well, I cut the trade early and I'm still up $150 per account. I'm up $780. And I'm only trading one, two, three, 4 accounts, 5 accounts. I'm gonna switch over my cash account now. So I don't know what they're getting ready to do. I mean, I don't consider this a loss, considering that we went side, considering that the market opened here, we squeezed, we did this weird pattern, we squeezed up, stopped it on the dime, squeezed up again, and then dumped it in a straight line, and we just been going sideways and goofing around. As far as like targeting clear draws and liquidity and managing to get 60 ticks on that first trade that went straight to the TP, and then managing to get 70 to 80 ticks right over. So they gave me this horrible feel, but 70 to 80 ticks on this trade right over here, 80 ticks on this trade right over here because I was trying to get 80 ticks and they ran at 90 something ticks on this trade right over here. So we managed to get 150, 80 plus 60 is 140, 150 ish ticks so far in this shitty choppy market with geopolitical war tension news. I don't consider that a loss. I think that that's pretty solid. Like if you ask me, because I mean, we had to wait for the market to die down, right? Like, why would we just jump in the middle of geopolitical war tension news? So I consider this just so far, it's an okay day. See, but you want to know what we have now? We have like a little bit more confidence, you know, a little bit more confidence. Some of y'all might be up more than 152, 200, $200 or $300. Some of y'all probably up like $300, $400 right now. So now you got a decision to make. Do you want us to trade? Do you want to call it a day early? Go hang out with your people. You know, these are the these are the questions that need to be circulated in your mind. Well, the next trade I take, it's a win-win scenario because I probably shouldn't have been trading today anyway. So, like if it starts to go in my favor, then like I'll just go break even, or I'll just risk all of the money that I just made today because I'm on end of the trailing Jordan account, so it doesn't hurt me. So now, like if I make $200 or $300 on my next trade, then great. I end the day on a good note. If not, then you know what, I'm at break even now and my account balance is the same because I'm under the trailing Jordan account. I don't know what your specific trade plan is, but I'm outlining to you the different methods in regards to how you can go about doing things. So that's how I would be approaching it, across numerous scenarios. If I'm on a trailing Jordan account, I might want to take another base hit or two, and then maybe call it a day because they're just goofing around today. Yo, Kalia says, "What's up, Kalia?" I'm good with that. Silly says, "Yo, what's good, yo? What's up, Abundant? Great trade, Chris P. On identifying the perfect double tops. I'm a yeah, the double for sure double tops. Questionary triple tops, but they were perfect to the exact tick. So we were trading just strict just draws and liquidity. Just like the liquidity just gave us the answer. I'm serious. Like, guys, this is how you guys do you understand that if you just took guys, do you understand like guys, can you imagine like if you just had like a normal little cash account and like if you just understood what we were talking about? Guys, I seriously know people that would beg right now to start work and not to show up and to listen to a guy talk. And because I start talking at like 9:15 now. Sometimes I might run a little bit late. But to show up and to not seriously start looking for a trade, guys, I didn't start seriously looking for trades till about 10 o'clock. I know that there's tons of people right now, guys, because I'm not gonna tell you what to do with your taxes, but we're up $150 right now. Like, like guys, I'm just talking about just one account. I'm not even talking about all my accounts. Guys, I'm talking about just one account, just basic generic. We're up like $150 right now, right? Off of like, let's just say like one account. I'm not telling you what to do with your taxes, but you do know that all of that money comes directly to you, right? And then like you can report whatever you want to report. So essentially speaking, but you can't do that if you're an employee. So if you make $250, then you're gonna get $150. If you make it 220, $240 a day, then you're gonna get 150 back. But right now, all this money directly comes to my account. Whatever I decide to do with it and whatever I decide to write off or claim is completely up to you. So essentially speaking, I logged into work and I went to my corporate job and I was at work for less than 1 hour and I made $200 and I did no backbreaking labor and it was stress free because I was only trading three micros. What like what was insane about it? Imagine if your job told you and it was like, hey, show up for 45 minutes and I'm gonna hand you $240. What would you tell them? I'm being dead serious. Guys, I'm not even talking about trading five accounts. I'm talking about just one account. Like, like this is how like you can change your life and just make your life easier. And that's just one account. Now, if you're trying to do it big, then do that off of one account for a month or two, and then reinvest in more accounts, and then just follow the same strategy, and then like you'll be up $300 or $400 a day, times 10, you'll be making $3,000 to $4,000 a day. I mean, what's the difference? Off of like 3 to 4 or 5 micros. I mean, what is seriously separating you from doing that? This is a seriously valid question. I'm being dead serious. Like, what is stopping you from doing that? The only thing that's stopping you from doing that is knowing and understanding. I mean, but we show it every single day. Here, the mentorship is free when you're inside Discord. I mean, it's $40 per month. I mean, what's stopping you? I'm talking what 6 9 months hmm? Of just sitting here and having discipline. I'm like I'm perplexed because I'm seriously trying to answer this question. Like, what the fuck is stopping you from making $3,000 to $4,000 a day? What, having discipline for a few months? I mean, you got to do that anywhere at your job, right? You don't just walk into your job and just start texting on your phone within the first 30 to 60 days, huh? Do you do that? If so, then that's probably why you were out looking for a new job anyway. So you're going to have the discipline regardless, right? So, like, why? Because you need to learn the ropes. So what's the difference between you learning the ropes here, understanding what they're doing, how to seriously read this market and what they're targeting, and then you start making $3,000 to $4,000 a day, and then you stack your money. I'm being dead serious. Like your biggest concern should be okay. How long is it going to take my specific brain in order for me to internalize this stuff that he's talking about, and how much is it going to cost me? That should be the only debate they're squeezing this now. They don't want to go lower, it appears. Did they take out this perfect double top high? Yes, they did. This thing right over here that I was looking at, they're squeezing this past the zone here. This is bullish, it appears. You need to be on hyper alert. They just left this bunch. Yo, Jordan said, what's up, Jordan? What's up, brother? Squeeze into that 393. What is this? Close at 02. 7 point volume balance. This might come into play later. Close at 22. Lower 25. That's only a 3. I'm not going to mark that. Be on alert. They're squeezing it. They want to go higher, it appears. They might want to try and target. The only thing stopping them now is this high here, right over here. At 613.68. This appears to be the zone that they're getting ready to try and target. I'm not going to put a circle there because I'm unsure about that because of this volume balance here lower. But there's nothing to stop them here other than this. So that appears to be what they're trying to target, which is this high as well here. They could do this in one candle. It's geopolitical war tension news. How far away are they? 160 ticks from that zone. Hmm. I'm not going to short the HOD, but I am going to put my order button on short because I think they're getting ready to run this. Hmm. Just so you're aware. I'm on my cash account, so I'm going to increase the size. Hey, why don't you trade zero to T and standard deviation? Because I make a lot of money off trading it now. And does the zero the zero oh hold on zero DT or zero T? And what I have for me works. As of right now, I don't know. So I don't want to necessarily reinvent the wheel. That's it. Not anything personal, not anything crazy. I just don't want to reinvent the wheel. Optimal trade entry. Yeah, because I can just see draws and liquidity like this. So I'll just keep on doing this. As of right now, that's it. Mm, no foul, no game. Everyone has their own things. It's just that this is what I feel comfortable doing. Just trading, just strictly draws and liquidity. Close is 87. High this candle is 82. 5 point volume balance, and there's a 7 right over here that they were trying to target right over here. See this? So I identified it, and then they dumped it directly back to the zone. You see that? You were right. Exactly. So I understand optimal trade entry, but when I'm seeing shit like this, and when I put an alert over here and I draw this arrow, and then they do exactly what the fuck I'm saying that they're getting ready to do, I don't need no optimal trade. Like I'm not trying to be cocky, but like I'm just being honest with you. So like when I see this weird shit and I go, what the fuck was that? There's a 7 point volume balance right there. Why the fuck would they just do that? And like they stop 100 trillion assets down and they dump it like that, then I have no idea why I need to even be analyzing optimal trade entry or standard deviation. Like I'm not going to try to make my job any harder. When like I can literally just look at the exact price action and I can see what they're doing in real time. And the only debate is can I manage my risk off of this? And like are they going to give me an entry into this? That is like my only debate. Like this right over here, close at 89, then the low of this candle over here is 98. If they were seriously trying to go higher, why would they leave this over here in their wake again, crossing down right here again? So like if they squeeze us up into the zone, then I'm going to reshort this. And close at 89 and the low of this candle is 98. That's it. That right there is a 9 point volume balance right there. So like if they squeeze and if they go higher, I'm going to short this. So help me God. And I'm going to figure it out later. But they need to squeeze it to then go higher. Why? Because I'm thinking they're getting ready to come over here and attack this. That's why. So I'm seeing what they're doing in real time, and I'm seeing the mistake that the computer is making, and it's just a matter of do they squeeze this to then retap into this bid setup to the CB that was just formed, so that I could just take free money, or not. You see what they're doing? So that like this right over here was free money again that I just missed out on. The it's like they just filled this. They closed at 89 and the lower this candle over here is 90. So they just filled this just now. It's like I could delete this. They filled it to the exact tick just now on that candle. What like I have like a serious question. Like this is a serious question. What is better than this? Like what can you show me to where when they're going up like this and I go, what the fuck is that? They're getting ready to dump this. I don't believe this green candle, and then they dump it immediately. Like what can you show me to where like in real time you can go, bro, okay, if you can show me that, then I will believe you. Then I will consider looking into it. But I've tried almost all of those strategies in one form or another. I'm being dead serious. At this point in time, like the only debate is how risky is this trade? Like, am I buying up at the top or not? So I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna wait again in order for them to do something that makes sense to me. And I don't want to overclog my brain with things that I'm unsure about. So I am only going to take trades of things based off of things that are back tested and things that make sense. Just because I saw that does not mean I can trade it. They gave me less than 60 seconds to trade it. If they would have tapped into this, then I would have shorted it. Why? Because then they would have why? Because then I would have been able to get all of this off of the bone. I need to see a 2, 3, 4 R trade, and then I'll take 1 R. I'm not going to take a 1 R trade and be out at 1 R. I'm not going to do that. Why? Because anything can happen. That's why. That's why my win rate is 88, almost pushing 90%. That reason right there. So I'm gonna just sit here and like I'm not trying to be cocky or anybody. Hey, bro, you talking about your life? Like I'm up $150. Somebody might be thinking, no, I'm just like, I'm just literally like, I'm literally just talking. But like, I'm just stating factual information. Not 90 after what happened last week. What happened last week? Yeah, we did take a few losses last week, did we? We did. Oh yeah, I remember what happened. Yeah, no, I got roasted on that one day, on that damn Wednesday. Was that Wednesday last week? But I know why I lost. I remember that day. FOMC. That 3K loss, but 88 is better than most trade. Yeah, for sure. That is what it is. It all averages out, man. It all averages out. It's okay. I'll highlight my losses too. 100% I will. Yeah, you shorted into a cluster. That's exactly what I did. I broke my rules. I was being an idiot. We are aiming for that 395 height. You said who said something? Somebody said trend line on NQ. Yes, 100%. I would have shorted it over here if I would have seen that. That's a trend line, yes. That they just snapped. Best I be on alert. Let's look at this on the ES. Yes, 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 they did. Hold on, right quick. This one right over here makes more sense to me though. This trend line over here on the ES makes a little bit more sense to me though. This trend line makes more sense. That makes more sense to me. Why? Because they just flash wick this through here and they're still validated this. Um, this trend line over here on this ES makes the most sense to me. I think they're gearing us up to dump this. I'm just being 100% for real with you. Like that's just what I think in my brain. I think they're gearing us up to dump this. They got this weird pattern going on here again. but it's forming an intraday LRLR pattern. I don't trust them. I gotta watch this though. This right over here is kind of shaky. That trend line is. Mm, gotta watch this. It's best we be on alert. Volume balance on the QQQ. Where here, close at 23, high at 19. It's a 4. Yeah. Mm. But I think what hurts the most amount of people is them snapping this trend line over here on this damn NQ. And then this trend line over here on this ES. I think they're getting ready to dump this through this floor. Higher on what? QQQ or SPY? We talking about here? Yeah. Close at 87. The high, this is 82. Yeah. It is a 5 point volume balance up there at the top. So, like, that's how it can hurt us. Like, if they want to reattack 613, yeah. And then maybe try to eclipse this high, yeah. So, like, if I short this, I need to be sized with this in mind. If I do that, if I were to do that. Also, it's 1109. Close of this candle over here is 82. The low of this is 93. I'm gonna wait 60. I'm gonna wait 60, 45 seconds for this candle right over here to close. Close at 82. The low is okay. They sealed that. I gotta watch this. If you short, there's nothing to manage your risk. 100% agree, man. If I short this right now, there's nothing to manage my risk off of other than maybe an inverse of this, which I'm unsure about because why? Because they haven't tapped this yet. So like I gotta see them tap into this and see how we react whenever they do get here. So that's what I'm waiting on. I'm waiting to see how we react to the zone. That's the safer play. So we just tapped into this. Now it is best to see how we react. If you want to jump the gun, you can press the short button right now. But if we inverse that, then you need to be out of that trade. They're goofing around right now with this trend line. One, two, three, I believe. They're goofing around right now with this trend line. ES has not tapped into this zone right now. ES has not done that. Hmm. How many ticks is it from here to here to this low? 60 ticks to the downside. I mean, like, I could short this. We're somewhat reacting to it right now. We somewhat are. They got this weird trend line over here. Like, I wonder, like, if they'll be able to give us a base hit off of this to maybe try and target these lows, 66 to the downside. NQ, NQ is somewhat reacting to this right now. I need to watch this. Hmm. NQ is trying to squeeze to go higher. The Nvidia turned green. Hmm. Look at that. They're gapping this up. Close of '07. Sheesh, that is an 11 point volume balance, ladies and gentlemen. What kind of vendetta do they have to the upside with this market? That is an 11 point volume balance. I'm going to wait. Something is weird right now. I'm going to wait. Maybe they want to target this high over here first. If they eclipse this high, I'm going to blindly short this and I will figure it out later on my cash account. You need to understand now. I switched over to my cash account. It's not the same as my prop firm account. Should Nvidia green? You know what that means, gang. Van says absolutely. Meaning what? They could do anything right now. It's best we not goof around with these people. I'm watching this. It appears as though they want to squeeze. There's a 5 point volume balance up here at these highs. There's multiple. Close here at '07, and then the low of this candle is 18. That is an 11 point volume imbalance here. This volume imbalance is so insane that I am going to draw a circle and an arrow to this because I'm almost certain they're going to reattack this at some point in time. It's just a matter of do I think they're ready to come here first? I want the best entry. You guys, Guys, the time to be greedy is on the entry. The time to be greedy is on the entry, not while you in the trade. Like, bro, you need to go break even. You need to manage your risk. You need to be conservative, and you need to rinse and repeat over and over again. That's the that's the time to be conservative. Just so you know, the time, not dang, I'm up $1,000 right now, man. This could turn into a $15,000 trade, and I could pay off my car in one swoop today. Let me add 10 more minis. No, you are. Damn, I'm up $400 or $500 today, man, and I really wasn't doing much, man. Maybe I should call it a day. Conservative. They're goofing around right now. There's an 11-point volume balance here. I'm almost certain that they attacked this at some point in time. Shit. It appears as though they're trying to target this. Shit. Mm. They're about to dump this to this 11-point volume balance right over here. They were just goofing around this whole time. There's another one they just created over here. Close of 58, then the high of this candle is 54. This is crazy, bro. Green candle short, absolutely. I'm gonna short this and I'm gonna try and get 50 ticks to the downside on 10 contracts on my cash account off of this 11-point volume balance right on over here. So I'm jumping the gun on this slightly, but it appears as though they might want to try and target this volume balance lower. I'm watching this and I'm looking at this volume balance. There's an 11-point volume balance right over here. So I shorted on red, which is a lot more dangerous, but it is what it is. Timestamp 11:14. I was I was probably going to short it anyway, regardless. Again, I'm only trying to get 50 ticks off of this trade. I was going to short it regardless anyway. But like it appears as though that they're trying to target this. So I'm in this short right now, and I'm gonna try and get 50 ticks to the downside, like whenever they eclipse this. This like this is effectively the largest one of the day. So like I'm willing to double and dabble with this a little bit over here inside this zone, just so you're aware. Timestamp 11:15. They're goofing around with this volume balance over here. Lower this candle over here, like if they flash this past the zone, then they'll close this trade out. There's multiple above heads, so I can't oversize on this. Timestamp 11:15. There's multiple here. Yeah, correct. I should have shorted on the green candle. You are correct, that boy Breeze. You are 100% correct. That's exactly what I should have done. Shorting it on this green candle would have been the correct move for the base hit. To be honest with you, that would have been the correct move. Correct. You are correct. So that's so that right there would have actually closed me out of this trade. To be honest with you, honestly speaking, I should go break even right now. Buy stop on my cash account, so like I can just keep on getting break evens on this shit indefinitely. Just so you know. So they're gonna stop me out of break even when I probably should have closed the trade, but it's okay. I mean, like honestly speaking, like I really could close this trade right now and just make a quick little $150. I mean, like I could versus getting a break even. It was just a free $150 off of that. But again, it is what it is. It is what it is. You know, it is what it is. So I lost. How much did I lose on that trade? 50 cents on that trade, and then they still dumped it, and then they still took it out. So it is what it is. Hold on. They didn't even feel it. Close '07, lower this candle over here is '09. They didn't feel it. Fuck. Yeah. Yeah. My fault. My fault. I apologize. So yeah. That just now just cost me $250 in free money. just now. So I closed the trade and I went break even before they filled it. Yeah, yeah. I thought they filled it. I thought they filled it. That's why I went break even. My bad. I thought they filled it. Yeah, I didn't see. No, right here. There was one right here. It was one at '07 and the lower this was. And then so like at the time the lower this candle over here was '09, but like they missed it by like a point. So like I wanted to fuck. That was free money I just missed out on. That was a free $250 I just missed out on just now. Mm. Trying to pass my funded. Bro, help. One up, Devin. Mm. Passing your funded is not going to get you to the destination. If you're asking that, then it's not going to get you there. You need the education and you need the knowledge. Because let's just say I get you to that. Like let's just say you have a funded. Are you going to know what it takes in order for you to manage your risk to then be profitable? No. Like I mean, like let's just say like even you get the funded and you get to one payout. That's not going to change anything. The only thing that's going to change is the knowledge. You need to understand. Nah, I'm just being honest with you. Fuck, that was a free $250 I just missed out on. That right there was a solid trade. That right there was enough for lunch that I missed out on just now. Fuck. Shit. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. You heard what Phantom said. He's being honest with you. So if you want to learn how to trade, then I mean, if you got $11, then you can understand. And if you got an extra $29 that you can be inside Discord and you can get free mentorship, then that's where you will be helped. Shit, that was a great trade here. Stop me out of break even. Shit. Trend line snap where? Why did I not hold on to this trade? I forgot about this. Y'all need to let me know that. Y'all need to let me know about this damn trend line. Like, why did I not hold on to that trade just now? That was crazy. Yeah. Nah, nah, bro. But I seriously just forgot about the trend line. So help me God. I legitimately forgot about that trend line that Queen D said 15 minutes ago. Like it wasn't like I was just trying to get for like literally like I just forgot about this. Cause like if I saw because that was like the reason why I took the trade. Cause like if I would have known this, then there's no way hell I would have cut that. So like I was taking it and I closed it off for the premise that we had filled this volume balance because like I looked at it and it looked as though it was filled to the tick. So I closed it. Oh, I'm sorry, I closed. So I went break even. I was like, yeah, they're gonna start me out at break even. But like I just was unaware of that. It's crazy, bro. Damn. But it's okay. Hey, another one. Close at 58, high as 54. There's a 4 point volume balance. So there's a 4 point, but I don't really pay attention to fours, but whenever a four is ahead of a five like this and there's multiple up here above head, I need to set an alert over here on this first one for sure. So I'm going to set an alert over here on these things. What's this? Yeah, that's that high over here. 30 minutes to 11:50 macro exactly. So there's a four and there's a five. If they feel this, then they're going to come here. If they shoot us past this zone too much, then they're going to come over here. Then they're going to eclipse this high. It's going to happen in succession, one after the other. Yeah, tell them, man. Yeah, I mean, you know, but it scares people whenever I say, "Hey, I'm not going to make it easy on you, and you have to actually read a little bit, and you got to study, and you got to actually learn how to trade." See, people don't want to. See, people don't want to do that. Not even if it's just $40, and they clearly say we're reading this market on a daily basis. They don't care about that. A lot of people don't care, believe it or not. Let me downsize. Why? It's best to be on alert. Exactly. Exactly. There's multiple up here inside the zone. It's best we be on alert. They could very well squeeze it from the zone. Yes. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Exactly. Not sure the reading is the only issue. Correct. So what do you think, Jones? Of course, there's of course, Jones, there's a few other things, that you have to do. Of course, you got to show up, you got to be persistent, you know, you have to back test, but I just say the reading, just to be facetious, because it begins with the reading. That's most people's problem. Like most people, like as in like that's what fends them off in the first place. That's what I mean, rather. Not like when you learn, of course, it's going to be, of course, as with any skill, there's going to be a learning curve. Like, just stop and just think of your favorite sport that you're the best at. Did you become good on day one? No, you did not. Did you even become good on year one? No, you did not. You went through pains and tribulations. The classes on Sunday help a lot. Exactly. It looks like it's rolling over. I'm not sure what those volume balances. The divergence is real, he says. What do you mean by that? I'm not doing anything ahead of those volume balances. I gotta watch that. I won't feel successful until I get all my brain back and more. Yeah, yeah, right here. I didn't put an alert on there. Close at 86. The low of this was 91. Yeah, it's a 5 point volume balance right over there. Hmm. This does appear as though this is rolling over slightly. Timestamp 11:24. If we short this though, we need to understand one very important thing. We got 15 minutes in order for this to to have any kind of follow through. I mean, like we could short this and then target 292.25. Like we could do that, but they just keep on creating volume balances up here to the upside, and they're just going sideways. I won't feel successful until I get all my bread back and more. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You said 273. They're just going sideways. They're literally doing nothing. Absolutely. This has no follow through. So like if you short it, then they'll squeeze it in one direction or the other, and and then they'll stop you out. They'll get you off sides. This is dangerous. We got this pattern here, this weird pattern over here, and the bottom of this aligns with them flashing this VWAP over here at this bottom. We're coming into contact with this trend line again. Are you trading QQQ? No, I'm trading on NQ. I'm just looking at the QQQ. Right. Right. They're goofing around with this trend line. They want to snap this. They want to snap this trend line. 100%. They want to snap this and at least come down into 20 and into damn 293 minimum. Minimum, they want to snap this trend line and then maybe tap into this 15-minute BIS here. They're just goofing around with this right now. They're monkeying around. What is up with this SPX? Mm-hmm. Exactly. Exactly. Because they could do this. God, yeah. Because they could do this in one swoop. Correct. 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 Hmm. Yeah, nah. It needs to go from this relatively. It needs to go from this high. So, so not from, not like I'm because this right is so close to this. Like, if they come up into the zone again and they tap it, then yeah, I'm going to assume that they're going to smash through that potentially. I just think that the risk is still skewed to the downside. I seriously think that these people are trying to come down here into the zone and flash this VWAP. I do not think these people are seriously trying to go higher. I just think they're goofing around and that when they move, they're going to move fast. Like they might shake you out and come up into the zone, then they're going to attack. The only reason I'm not trading right now is because we are in the same candles we were at 1050 an hour ago. And it's at the bottom of this range. I think they're trying to attack this VWAP. That's what I think these people are trying to do. I do not think this is bullish. And I think they want to go. They're goofing around right now with this trend line now. They're goofing around right now with this trend line. They get ready to come over here into the damn 293 that I was telling you about. So help me God, that's what they're about to do. I want to short this, but like I need more. But like I need something more than this. 60 ticks to the downside is here on this trade over here. This is damn 293. I mean, like I could try and make not. I mean, like I could try and make $100. So like if they bounce this, then I could add into it a little bit more onto this trade. So I'll short this right now on three contracts, and if they go higher, then I'll add more. So I drastically reduce the size on this trade just to try and get something, just like just to try and get $100 or so off of this potential trend line snap. So like if they squeeze this and if they go higher and if they give me this entry over here that they are so gracious in doing, then I will add more size onto this trade to them being this normal size, which is what I would. Yeah, so yeah, correct. So I'm in a short right now and I'm trying to target 293 right now on this trade. But again, I drastically reduce my size. Why? Because they can still squeeze this and I'm shorting it over here at the bottom. It's just so like in scenarios like this, whenever they're not giving you a chance to participate and you feel as though that you have a clear drawn liquidity, then what you need to do is that you need to drastically downsize because they're clearly not giving you a chance to participate. So yeah, so it's either I make it in full right over here and like I take a small little base hit winner or like I take nothing. But like I want to at least take something, right? So I'm just trying to get 66 on this to the downside. So 66 on this trade right now to the downside is over here, and I need to be out of this damn 293 pop. Over here whenever they take this out, 611.31. You said that you got out. Look at it. Look at that. They snapped the trend line. Look at that. They snapped it. Needed to go break even on that. They snapped it, bro. Uh, yeah, exactly. So yeah, no, they snapped it. They snapped it, but it is what it is. Guys, guys? I think. Hold on, are we in positive HVO 604? Yes, we're back in positive HVO, guys. So it's not going to have as much follow through. So like, you need to understand that. So that's what's going on, like as far as that's concerned. So it is what it is. Um, it's positive, exactly. So I want them to flash this VWAP. That's what I want them to do. Like I want them to flash this VWAP and attack this, and then maybe come down over here and maybe attack this 5 point. I mean, this 5 minute BISI over here on this ES. But then you also need to be on alert right now because they got this weird pattern going on over here to the upside. We need to be on alert for this LRLR. So it's dangerous in both directions. I'm being for real. It is extremely dangerous in both directions. So it is what it is. Exactly. Yeah, well, I'm just thinking like if they squeeze it up here into these imbalances, then guess what? Then like I'll add another three contracts on. Like I'll sort of kind of structure this trade out depending upon the market structure that they have going on. So like that's what I'm thinking. In any event, I need to be out of this trade, and so like I need to be out of this short within the next 10 to 12 minutes anyway, because literally within like next 10 minutes, because the 1150 macro is coming up, and then on top of that, the engineering LRLR over here. So this can get very, 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 very dangerous if I just start fucking around with this. Like this is get dangerous in like the worst way. I'm being for real with you. So we need to be on alert for that because they might come over here and collect us for this 1150 macro, and they're just going sideways right now. So they're just fucking around. It appears. It appears to me as though they're just fucking around. I don't know what their intentions are on some shit like this. I don't know. So 66 to the downside is me trying to target this 293 here. I don't know. I gotta see. SPX is 6800. Shit, SPX is frozen. To my yes, that's a stretch as of right now. We gotta take this piece by piece. I want to see them attack this VWAP, but they're running. But they're running out of time. They got 10 minutes. It's, yeah, I know it's positive HVL. There's going to be. Yeah, I know there's hardly going to be any follow through. We got 10 minutes. We got 10 minutes. We got 10 minutes. We got 10 minutes, or else my confidence is going to be leaning on this short. We got 10 minutes in order to see this trade be realized. We got 10 minutes. So like they literally have 10 minutes in order to do this, and like literally in order to take out that low. If they squeeze and they go higher, then I'll consider adding more onto this. But like right around like 11:42, I'm gonna be scheming on the way to get out of this trade. They're just goofing around now on positive HVL. Honestly speaking, the way that they're just basing this like this with this LRLR over here, this is making me believe that they're about to squeeze this higher. I'm almost certain that they're going to do this for this 1150 macro. The only reason why I'm holding on to this trade is because they got 10 minutes in order to hunt this sell side over here, and they haven't taken out that low. That's the only reason I'm holding on to this trade. So we got 8 minutes in order for them to take out this TP over here and then flash bangers through this floor. We got 8 minutes. We got 8 minutes in order for them to take this shit straight to this TP. If not, then they're getting ready to squeeze this to go higher. And then I'm also only in 3 micros. So if they take it, then I make $100. If not, then then it is what it is, and I can get it back on the next one. So we need to so like I don't want to TP out on like I don't want to TP out on like 20, 30 ticks on damn 3 micros. But this appears as though that they're trying to run this to the upside. I'm just being honest with you. I'm just being 100% real with you. But we got like 8 or 9 minutes left on this. We have 8 to 9 minutes left. They're goofing around over here. Did they snap this trend line? Yes, they did. They snapped it slightly. So they invalidated this. So the reason why I took the trade is slightly invalidated, or it has been invalidated at this point in time. And we got LRLR over here. Yes, correct. Exactly. Exactly. Timestamp 11:37. This is dangerous. Absolutely. Running out of time. Exactly. They're trying to come here. Run out of time. We're running out of time completely. A word. Close at 35. Low of this candle's 39. What's this? Close at 35. Yeah. So there's a 4 point volume balance over here on this SPY over here that we tried to attack. Low of 37. Yeah, exactly. Absolutely. 11:38. The timestamp is. I'm unsure what that candle was. I gotta watch this. Hmm. Great trade. Hmm. Hmm. You got 3 minutes. Absolutely. I got 3 minutes. I got 3 minutes before I have to completely and utterly abandon this short idea. So I got 3 minutes in order to either salvage trade or I have to cut it and then I have to prepare accordingly for the next potential entry. I'm gonna wait for this 5 point volume balance right over here to potentially be resolved. I gotta wait for this. So they just filled that one just now on that flash, and they have a 5 point over here up here, slightly above head. ES is lagging behind tremendously. So NQ is back to being bullish off the chain right now. So I'm gonna add three more contracts right now on the short. So I added three more contracts right now under this short today and still potentially target this lower drawn liquidity over here. I got 3 minutes for this trade to be realized. So I'm in six contracts right now and I'm down 50 ticks or so. Honestly speaking, like the safe thing to do is to get out over here, break even, and then to potentially reevaluate. That is the 100% safer thing to do. So the safe thing to do is to not even debate about this and not be shorting this at 11:40. I mean at like 11:45. I'm trying to tell you right now that is 100% like the safer option right now as of right now. So this is dangerous. But ES is just lagging behind. So I don't know what that means. But we got 3 minutes right now in order to goof around with this. Yeah. 11:40. Absolutely. Yeah. Probably. All right. Cool. Yeah. I haven't spoken to him in a few days. Mm. Timestamp 11:41. Got 40. Mm, I got 3 to 4 minutes left. Remember what I said? The safer thing to do right over here is to get out over here at break even. This right over here is the safest thing to do. Getting out at break even right now, and then getting out at break even right now, and then just fucking reevaluating is 100% the safer thing to do. So so that's the safer thing to do. So why? Because it's 11:42, and I don't want to be goofing around with these people. So I'm down $80 paper cuts. So that's the safer thing to do instead of me goofing around and trying to hold on to the short for the next 30, like for the next 3 minutes and praying to God that it works. That's just the safer thing to do. So that short idea is basically this is to me it's a break even because I'm only down $80, which is the fees. So it's essentially a break even as of right now. So it is what it is. Instead of me just sitting here just goofing around. But I could have managed my risk to inverse of this, but the 1150 macro coming up, I just don't want to trust it, honestly speaking. I just don't want to trust that. It's just not worth it for me. You said what? Correct. Correct. This is the pullback for the 1150 macro. I still think that the risk is skewed to the downside. I think it's far more risky to be long in this shit. I think they're trying to dump this market, and I think they want to flash this VWAP. I think they want to attack this VWAP. So, oh my God, that's what I seriously think of my brain. Time step 1144. How's those shorts? Shh. Took a loss on that just now. Break even, basically. What, on the short side? Yeah, maybe, yeah, maybe manage your risk off. Yeah, maybe manage your risk off this SIBI. But like, if you short it, then you know that you got. So like, if you short it, you know you got literally like 2 minutes in order for this trade to be realized. You do know that, right? So like, if you short it right now, you got 2 minutes. So I mean, like, I could try and do this right now, and try and get 40 ticks to the downside of the short entry right now, 10 contracts. But however, but like, we got 2 minutes in order for this trade to be realized. We got 2 minutes. So I'm in 10 contracts right now, trying to get 10 ticks. Trying to get 40 ticks off this short right now. But we got 2 minutes. Yeah, all for the yeah, like maybe off this SIBI here, but like we got 2 minutes in order to try and do this. Yeah, I'm gonna get the fuck out of Dodge on this. Hell nah. Base hit. I got it at 35 ticks. I'm not gonna goof around with this. I got 2 minutes. I got 2 minutes. I got 2 minutes. So that was a $200 trade just now. Well, no, I did. It ran 40 ticks. I shorted it here and I got out here. So I shorted it at 322 and I got out over at the low of this candle at 14. What is that? 322? 14? Yep. Oh, 30 ticks. 10 contracts, 30 ticks is $150. Oh no, how's that possible? I was down $80. Oh, yeah, how's that possible? I was down $80. So how am I up $130 on my cash account? Anyway, I'm not gonna argue. So I got my money back slightly. Base hit, I take. I mean, when I wasn't gonna do nothing anyway. So all of those break evens and stuff, we're here now. The 1150 macro is on, so they can squeeze it out of the zone. My short button is broken. I'm looking for longs rather, minimum. So my short button is broken. Why? Because I think I'm ready to squeeze it. That's why I closed up this trade over here at the bottom of this candle. So like to me, like they needed a flash jump this through this floor. I had like I shorted this off of this SIBI over here, but like they needed to do it within 60 to 90 seconds. So I got out over at the bottom of that candle because the 1150 macro is coming about. I need to not be shorting this. That's dangerous. So this right here, so this right is a perfect example. And it's how like I shorted it on 3 and I added another 3 here and I was on 6 and I closed it over at break even for a loss of like 60, 70, $80. And I had confidence that they was getting ready to at least attack it slightly lower. So I took it and I just doubled my size because I had more confidence. I will take, I mean, that was basically break even minus all of the fees. Because you saw me get out basically at break even. But nevertheless, I will take a $50 loss to then make $200 back like immediately, like off of a high conviction winner. Like I don't care. Like so, like I know some people might think that I'm all high and mighty about my win rate. I don't care. So that actually applies to to my win rate percentage. That loss, I factor all of that in. You do know that. So I'll lose $100 to make $500, just so you know. Or I'll take a break even and then re-enter into the same trade that with more higher conviction, just so you know. Because when I closed out this trade, this SIBI did not present itself. So then when the SIBI presented itself, then I shorted off of the SIBI, just so you're aware for a base hit lower. Because there's no way in hell I could have analyzed that this SIBI would have formed. So I got out over here basically at break even. And then when the SIBI formed, and I shorted over here. And I also got out because of this volume imbalance that was just created just now on this. I saw this over here on my other screen. So I'm looking at this on my other screen. This volume balance over here closed. So we closed at 91. And the low of this candle was 98. So this is a 7 point volume balance that was created. I'm sorry. I apologize. That's not what I saw. This is what I saw right over here. So we closed at 01, and then the high of this candle over here was 96. It was a 5 point volume balance. So I figured that they were getting ready to squeeze it up here higher. Then they created one over here to the downside as well, which is what they just filled just now in this candle. So when I saw this shit, I was like, man, let me just get out over here on this candle push lower. That's why I got out, and I just, so I'm slightly green on the day, slightly. Some lunch money, one maybe lunch a little bit. Yeah. But listen, guys, we've been going sideways since like 1050. They're going to displace from the zone up or down here, probably by using this macro, up or down. More than likely higher. Why? Because it's 1150 macro. Either that or they're going to go sideways. Mm-hmm. Guys, I'm gonna step away from my desk for like 30 seconds. I gotta go grab some water real quick. They're just going sideways real quick. Hold on. I'll be right back. Hold on. I'm serious. Hold on. I'll be right back. They're goofing around and going sideways. They're monkeying around. They're monkeying around. It's best I be on alert. Good thinking, E. Always know what not to do. What you mean, silly? Which one? Yeah. Oh, you talking about for shortening? Yeah, no, shortening it is what not to do. But we're up here at this HOD. The risk is still skewed to the downside, just so you know. The risk is still heavily skewed to the downside. They can still dump it from the zone. They can still dump it from the zone. I'm not going to blindly long this because it's 11:50. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to wait. You cannot blindly long this. This is dangerous. They're just bleeding this out. When they move, they're going to go. I think that they attacked this view out. I've been waiting on them to attack this all day. They've missed this. I'm waiting on them to attack that. What are you waiting for? I'm waiting on them to attack this view out portable. That's what I'm waiting on. I wait. Honestly speaking, I wait on them to move violently in one direction to displace from the zone. I think, honestly speaking, that they're lulling you to sleep, and there's going to be a lot of people caught off sides whenever this market does decide to move. And then when it decides to move, you're not going to believe it, so you're going to average into that position, and it's going to keep going, and it's going to blow your account. So I'm not going to be on that side. I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna wait. So it's all fun and games doing these micro scouts, but when they displace from the zone, then they're gonna displace. So we need to be warned. You said what, bro? You said what about the 1208? For what, 1208? This don't really even constitute as. I mean, honestly speaking, for the 1208, they could very well come down in here into the zone and then tap into this 15-minute busy. I mean, like, that's something that can be realized potentially. But they got this weird ass LR pan, bro. Like, they're just going sideways. So, like, shh, we be doing. We be doing everything, including guessing over here inside the zone. I mean, they tapped this just now, and they're bouncing from the zone. But they got this weird ass LR pattern over here that we're like they're bleeding this out. This is dangerous because they could displace from the zone in an insane manner. We'd be guessing if we shorten inside this hole. Need to dump to pay 1150. Needed to pump to, yeah, exactly, yeah. Like, this ain't no play here. They just went sideways for real. Yeah, like Dean said, like we need them to dump this in order for us to really play that 12-way inverse. We need them to like be squeezing it into like 1150 and like 11, like squeezing it nonstop and creating biscuits up here above head in order for us to have a solid risk to reward on a 12-way lunch suite. So like I I mean, like, cause no model, I don't care what model it is, I haven't come across any model other than the volume balances that like you can potentially micro scalp on, that were like you can manage your risk off of something and then like play them when the market's going sideways. Every like everything is null and void whenever they're doing this like this. Everything is null and void. The volume balances is something that I was searching for draws and liquidity whenever they were just going sideways. So now like I could have a decent day whenever they're going sideways. So honestly speaking, like if you short this, then they're going to target this 15-minute SIBI here. That's the only thing that's next over here on this leg down. But they got this LR over here, and I don't trust it. What is that? Look at that. Close of 65, high of 55. They want to dump this to this VWAP. They want to come over here to this VWAP like I was expecting here. This right here is where they want to come to. I would consider shorting this if this 10-point volume balance was not here. So I don't trust them. They're just goofing around. They're just going sideways. They're bleeding this out. This is insanely deceptive. Cause it's like, okay, if I short this, then they're gonna squeeze up into the zone. So like I might as well wait. But then when I wait, they just keep bleeding it out, and they keep going to where I know that they're getting ready to go. 68.53 triple bottom on ES. Chris says. Oh yeah, well they just took that out. They want to flashbang this. I got it at 313. Yeah, not a bad short. You could have managed your risk to the SIBI here. Not bad to be honest. Look at this. They're now coming into contact with this intraday trend line. When this snaps, this is not going to be a joke. They're going to keep snapping. Why? Because this trend line took all day to form. This shit since 8 o'clock. One, two, three. Any lower, I'm going to think this market is bearish for at least the next few hours. I'm not going to believe it. If they bounce up into the zone and they attack this volume balance and they come up into here, I'm going to look at it as a God's gift to shorts. I don't want to jump from this moving train. No. They're hardly moving this market. It's deceptive. They're hardly moving it. I'm trying to tell you, man. These people are goofing around and monkeying around. Yes, 100% it is. News is no good at the moment. China's in the talk. Yeah. Chilo. Yeah. Fool's gold. Yes. They're goofing around. High likelihood they bounced this. But I don't want to long this. Why? Because they didn't tap into this 15-minute busy. But if they tap into this 15-minute busy, then they're going to activate the 1, 2, 3, I believe. So I don't want to long it. You see how they keep handicapping me? They keep on tying my hands behind their back, behind my back. In order for them to have more fuel for the bounce, I need them to tap into this 15-minute busy. But if they tap into the 15-minute busy, then it's going to be on the 1, 2, I believe. And I'm not going to long this with other people because I'm going to think they're going to snap it. So what does this tell me that the safest thing to do is to wait for this right over here to be filled, and then I'll potentially try to short it. If then scenario. Long in it right now, there's no support. Why did they not flash this view out? Why did they not attack this here? Why did they leave this here like this? The only answer is this question is this right over here that they left in their wake or this hourly open. To me, this is the only answer. And they got this weird LR pattern here going. I don't trust them. I think they want to dump this. Why did they leave this VWAP here like this uncontested? Why did they leave the VWAP over there and why did they barely tap the SPY VWAP that I was looking at? See these? Why did they not flash bang it through the floor? Why? There's a reason why. Because they want to attack again. They're not trying to go higher. This is a God's gift for me to short here. God's gift. Believe it or not, we pulled back over here from these highs and they still have not seriously displaced from the zone. They're just slowly bleeding it out. There's a lot of people still holding on to hopes. You need to understand that a flash bang is coming. I assure you. What the fuck did I just say? I, I'm telling you, they have not displaced from the zone. A flash bang is coming. I'm trying to tell you. Uh, they have not displaced from the. Look at this volume balance right over here. Look at this. I'm trying to tell you. Look at that. I'm trying to tell you. Look at that shit. Look. They have not displaced from the zone. They are going to heat this shit up and they're going to move this shit something fierce. And they just fill all their orders just now. And then they fill this 10-point volume balance in one swoop. So if you were shorting this and you wasn't aware of this 10-point volume balance over here, you just got roasted. And then they still gonna come over here and attack this, and they still gonna come over and attack. Do you? Jeff says account gone. All right, Jeff just said account gone. Lord Jesus, look at that candle. Man, they haven't really moved. If Chilo start laughing, yeah. Man, listen, there's no way in hell I was gonna be. Look at this LRLR. Look at this weird pattern they got here. Look, and they ran it. Man, I'm trying to tell you, boy. Straight Judah swing. Yeah, they just ran the LRLR. Now they're gonna continue going back in the direction now. Look at this LRLR pattern they got going on. Look at that weird shit. Account gone, nobody to cry to, and now account blown. Man, what was that? Best to be on the alert. I'm watching my wire. Put or call. Put or less. Put or less. Put or call. Judah Zero says. 2 comments. 0 likes. Not following. Put or less. Put or call, he says. Crazy work. I had break even though. Yeah, that was crazy. I'm sorry. I'm not laughing at you, man. Bro, I literally get that question literally hundreds of times a day. And like I click on people's profile, not even following, probably haven't even vetted me or seen how I'm trading or listen to bitter ask. I'm gonna use that one from now on. Yeah, right, prolific. Bitter ask. Should I join the bid or the ask? Like it's just funny to me, bro. Like I would click on their profile, 0 likes on the live stream, 12 comments, watch time, 187 minutes, scheming in the background, not even following. But so like as though like if I say put now, like they're like, what are you gonna do? Let's just full put your entire portfolio. Why would you do that? Like you're not even like following me. Like I'm confused. Like when people ask that question, buy for my bask. Bye. What you gonna do? Just rush and buy the button? You're like, this guy who I'm not even liking the live stream on and who I'm not following told me put, so I'm gonna do so. Like Kenshi says, Yeah, like what? I'm not even following that guy. Hmm. Man, they about to flashbang this. Who knows what they're getting ready to do? Look at this weird shit they got going on. Now they're back to the scheduled programming. Kenshi buy or sell? I need $98 for my Lucid account to get my first payout, Jesse says. $100 for you to make? Good job, Jesse. Proud of you. Everybody's happy for you, Jesse. Getting close. 70 ticks on 3 micros in a dream, Jesse says. Great job, sir. Your jab is new. Look at that. They want to squeeze now from the zone. Look at this. They invalidated this trend line, and now they're squeezing it higher, and they come up into the zone now. God, boy, what these people are criminals, boy. I'm trying to tell you, man. If you see a trend line, they're going to snap and attack. They snapped this one, too, for real. They're trying to attack that 680. They flashed that VWAP. They barely tagged this. What is that? Close at 76. Low at 83. Oh, Jesus. Close at 76. Low at 83. 7 point volume imbalance over here. Might be able to take a small little short scalp on this off of this weird ass pattern over here. 50 ticks to the downside is here off of the completion of this. Timestamp 12:12. This is dangerous. But I need this candle to turn green. I was getting ready to short it off this to then target this, but they didn't give me the chance. So this candle never turned green for me to short this and take a base hit off of it. So again, I'm back. Yeah, well, that was a 7 point volume bounce over here that I was getting ready to trade off of this candle, but I needed this candle to turn green and come up. So I was getting ready to short it off of that alone. But what is that? Close the 14, low of 20. There's a 6 point volume bounce over here lower that they might try and target, and it aligns with this VWAP. But that's a pipe's dream as of right now. Just as of right now, it is. It appears to be. Man, this is crazy, man. Look at this disgusting price action in the zone. When they displace from the zone, boy, they about to hurt a lot of people, boy. A Bundy. Hmm. Man, I'm gonna short this right now, and I'm gonna try and get 56 to the downside. I'm in the short, man. I'm gonna try and get 56 to the downside off of this trade over here. Just goofing around with this potential trend line snap, and then we're trying to target this lower drawn liquidity over here inside this zone. I just think that the risks are heavily skewed to the downside as of right now. So timestamp is 12. Timestamp is 12:14. 56 to the downside is them coming in and maybe retapping this BISI here lower, doing something along those lines, and then maybe effing around with this trend line again that they got goofing around over here, up here slightly above head, and then maybe trying to potentially retarget this you know, this VWAP over here that they missed, and then this volume balance here lower. So this trade right now that I'm taking is about a 3 or 4 hour trade, but I need to be out on like 1 hour. They keep on creating these over here to the downside. Close is 76, and then the low of this candle over here is 82. There's another volume balance over here down to the downside. Just trying to take some base hits off of this shit. I think that today is going to be a day for base hits and trying to avoid danger. And then and like once you make a specific amount of money, you need to get the fuck out. Because if you keep dibbling down with these people, you are going to get hurt. Today is not the day to fuck around with these people. You've been warned. So every single idea that we've done has gone straight to this like obviously outside of the break evens has come to fruition. Like we need to stop being fucking greedy over here. Like dead ass. This is dangerous. This is dangerous. This is fucking dangerous, man. What these people are doing, bro. It's goddamn dangerous. And get the hell out of Dodge. That's what we need to be doing. Dead serious. They're just goofing around and going sideways. This is dangerous, bro. They're monkeying around. Exactly, fam. Exactly, fam. Yeah, man. Story of Shahrazad, Quindy says, yeah, exactly. This is getting a little ridiculous at this point in time. Man, it is, man. A lot trading is a lot about psychology, man. Just going sideways right now, man. They're fucking around. Yeah, it's crazy. Hell yeah. They want to squeeze us to go higher now. Look at this disgusting price action. May God help us. Are you effing kidding me? Look at this weird action over here they got going on over here with this weird shit. SPX is frozen. That data feed is frozen. That's weird shit they got going on here. Would not surprise me. Where's that trend line at? Where's it at? No. Wow, look at that. Wow, what the fuck is this? They just filled that volume balance just now and they just took out that high on that flash jump. This is dangerous. This environment is disgusting. What the fuck was that, dude? Choose easier days to trade, friends. Dean says, absolutely, Dean. Absolutely, Dean. You hit it right on the head. Choose easier days to trade, friends. This right here is ridiculous. Whenever they're flashing up like that, whenever the wicks print before the body's like that, that is fucking dangerous. Choose easier days to trade, absolutely, sir. That was crazy. That right there was crazy, bro. Man, yeah. This is disgusting. When someone shows you who they are, believe them. Apply that to the market, absolutely. Best we just go enjoy our day. This is sloppy. This is insanely sloppy and it's disgusting. Insanely sloppy and it's disgusting. What these people are doing to this market today. Hmm. This is disgusting. Hmm. Disgusting, dude. I'm gonna just go risk management mode, and I gotta get out of this because this price action today is disgusting. Disgusting. Good job, Mel. I think that you should call it a day as far as winning, as far as that's concerned. 100%. You walk away today as a winner for sure, because today is wild. Whenever we get these flashes up like this, that's just absolutely insane. Like that's fucking ridiculous. I'm just being for real with you. Like that. Like those flashes like that are absolutely insane. I'm being dead serious. Like that's crazy. Yeah, no, I'm gonna try not to. I try not to. That's crazy. Hmm. This weird pattern they got going on over here at these highs. Mm. This is just flat out ridiculous what they're doing, man. Mm. Look at the ES try to squeeze up here through these highs nonstop. Timestamp 1228. This is dangerous. What's making you stay in the trade? Honestly speaking, nothing. I'm just trying to get out that break even. Honestly speaking, so like I'm just waiting on like a red candle to get out so that I can get out for like a slightly smaller loss. But they just keep squeezing this indefinitely nonstop, and it's roasting me. I'm down 4,000 on my live cash account right now. That's roasting me.
This is ridiculous. They're getting ready to pop this high over here. So I'm gonna wait for this high to be popped, and then I'm gonna get the fuck out of Dodge on this trade. I just refuse to get out on red candles. I mean on green, yeah, on green candles. I refuse to sell on red. So I'm watching this. Yeah, exactly. I just refuse to get out on green. Mm. Trump to speak at any given moment. My newswire just said. They're gonna take the spy fit to this high over here at 682 with Trump talking. That's what's next. Mm. Excuse me. Timestamp 12:31. Look at this straight vertical liquidation, squeezing right in a straight line. Mm. Hmm. 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 Whoa! Wow! Wow! So wow! As soon as I fucking pressed the button, look at that filter they gave me just now on that candle. Wow! On 100 contracts. Wow! What a fucking fill. Wow! That candle just now was fucking crazy, was it not? Whew! Boy, what a goddamn fill on that candle that just gave me just now. That shit right there is crazy, bro. Get the fuck out of here. Look at that shitty fill that just gave me on that on 100 contracts. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's crazy. Hmm. Look at them just straight squeezes and a liquidation squeeze higher. It took out the external high. Yeah, it did just now on the ES. No, barely on the ES. But they're just eating through this 15-minute SIBI over here with no remorse after a straight vertical liquidation squeeze and raid. Timestamp 1235. NQ's trying to pull it back, whatever, but so like NQ's trying to pull it back, but ES is just squeezing. Excuse me, nonstop. Trump is talking. They're about to hurt me. I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna wait. Look at this market just release higher nonstop. Look at this shit. Jesus H Christ. Look at that bullshit. Like, what is that? Like, bro, like, what is this? Like, dead ass, bro. This is just flat out disgusting. Yo, wow. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. Trump just came on and Trump just started talking just now. I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to mean. Trump just started talking just now. 100%. Yep. Yeah, I know. That's usually when I lose. No bullshit. That usually does it for me. Hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Hmm. I know, right? Tell me about it. Tell me about that. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I know. I don't trust this. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I don't trust this. That's yeah. Exactly. It is 100%. They're gonna run this in full whenever they do it. It's a matter of am I oversized on this specifically for this trade. When this shit starts to run, they're gonna dump this and they're gonna run this shit in full. I just need. I just need. I just need. I just need ES to remotely begin to roll over here inside the zone. If ES even if ES even remotely decides to roll over here into the zone, it's gonna TP this trade out. I need to be on alert. So many goddamn people, yeah, I know. Because they like to see people lose. All right. I'm on alert. I'm watching this. Exactly. Jesus Christ, look at this dump. Man, I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. Mm, they want to squeeze this here higher. They want to go higher, bro. Mm. Look at these candles. Just look at how this market is behaving. Jesus H. Christ. This is just flat out ridiculous. Correct. Correct. Mm. God damn. Look at this bullshit that they got going on over here with this shit. Jesus H. Christ. Man, they about to squeeze this here higher. What the fuck? I wonder if I should just register a 4K loss or if I should just hold on to this drawn liquidity over here at at this 1 and this 5 minute busy. Jesus H. Christ. Wow. Yeah, nah, I'm done for the day. I'm out of that. Fuck that. I'm done for the day. Fuck that. Jesus Christ. Fuck no. Fuck no. Holy fucking Christ. I, oof. Look at that weird shit. Wow. Oh, fuck. He log out, please. No, 10,000 more contracts. I'm just kidding. Jesus Christ. The only reason why I held was because of this. Look at this weird shit. Yeah, nah, I gotta log out, man. This is fucking ridiculous. Yeah, yeah. You know, I'm done. I'm done. Put all accounts on ice. That goes for everybody. Guys, today was a bullshit day. I do not count this as a win. This is flat out ridiculous. Trump is talking right now. I'm listening to Trump. Should have held a while longer. No, I was just losing. I'm done with that. No, fuck that. Yeah. You're not no more. Hey, what are we doing? We are doing nothing. I am not going to be trading any more on my cash account. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing, Chilo. From a damn. You got to get the fuck out. Do not be greedy. You got to get the fuck out. Like, yeah, like, yeah, like I know, yeah, like I know for a fact. Like I see this pattern here, but like it makes no sense in order for me to hold on to this like this. Like just like no, fuck no. I gotta get out. Like I cannot forget the fact I was just down $11,000 on my cash account just now. Like I cannot forget that fact. So like I learned a very valuable lesson just now, and the lesson that I learned um, was what I just said earlier with the whole hey things have been going good and this is disgusting price action and they just displaced from the zone. And so like because it's my cash account, because it's my cash account, I can keep doing this. So like that was the alert that I told her. I was like, hey guys, just to let you know, like this is my cash account.
So like I can keep going on and doing this to then potentially get out at break even. But even with me, like there's like a threshold. So like for me, like I think to myself, like if I lose 10 or 15,000 dollars in a day, like if I'm down 15,000, then like to me, that's about like 2 or 3 weeks worth of income. So like I'm looking at this and I'm like, bro, if I get fucking roasted off that, it's gonna take me 2 to 3 weeks to recover. Like I don't want to be in that position. So like it was on my personal threshold. So again, like I was doing this so that I could get out at break even. But like I figured it was gonna flash it. So I mean like I figured it was at least gonna take this out over here. So like that was why I increased my average to the zone, but there's honestly speaking, like that trade right there was a loser. The like I'm gonna be honest, man. Like the only reason why that trade worked out was because I was on my cash account. If I was on my funded accounts, there's no way in hell I would have been able to do this. I would have had to cut this trade. So like I'm able to manage it slightly differently. But like, but even then, no, you can't just be blind and just be holding it. Why? Because Trump is talking. I'm literally listening to him talk right now. So like when they gave me the chance to get out of that break even by sweeping this internal, I'm structuring this trade. So like I'm structuring this trade, I'm pairing this trade with this weird staircase and pattern that got going on over here. Everything within me is telling me why the fuck would I close out on this? Like why would I close out up here at the top of this trade? Like why would they not at least try and run it slightly? So if I'm averaging into this, I need to be asking myself like where can I get out at break even? Like where's the next internal? The next internal is here. So when they swept this internal, then they continue doing what they was doing. So as long as my TP or my break even was like below this low, like what I'm saying, like that was just what I was trying to target. But even then, no, like normally speaking, like that trade idea that I took off that short was cooked. 100% it was cooked. I can't even remember what the reason. I can't even remember what the reason was on it. Why I shorted it. Like there was no immediate draw on liquidity. What was it? Like so like I shorted it at what? Like what was my first position? It was here? Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, but like VWAP isn't like a clear, you know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't like in like it was just a like why wouldn't they do this? It wasn't like a oh like this is a perfect double top, this is a perfect double bottom. Like they have to go here, they have to go here. So like I got greedy and I started and like I entered this position on my cash count and they squeezed it out on me. And this right is exactly what I'm talking about. Like that's crazy, bro. That's fucking crazy, bro. 100%. Nah, he could have blew his account, bro. Believe it or not, he could have banned. Oh yeah, yeah, no, he could have blew his account off. Yeah, like you said, off damn 20 contracts off that move. That move was crazy. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, guys, you got to be paying attention to how much cash I got, because I could keep doing this for like a little minute. Like for real, that trade right there was dangerous, bro. That shit was fucking dangerous, bro. Like I do not consider it a win. The only reason why I was able to salvage that was because it was my cash account. That was it. He said that guy by the end of me, yeah. I averaged down 4 times, so I was at 12. That guy by the end of me, all good. My 3 funnels are safe. I was trying to do past top step evals. Okay, good. I feel a little bit better, zero. Yeah, nah, zero. Zero. That was very, very aggressive right there. Like on this move. And then like Trump just spoiled the party. So like how well, guys, I'm not trying to make excuses for myself or nothing, but guys, I own up to it. That right there was a poor trade. Shortening right over here like this was poor because I didn't have no clear drawn liquidity and there was nothing to manage my risk off of. Like nothing. Like I was just like I like honestly speaking, like I didn't even get the third tap of the trend line. Look, like guys, I learned a valuable lesson. Guys, I got caught guessing. Look, one, two, this isn't no I believe, man. Like the only reason why I shorted this, I remember, was because we didn't touch this 15-minute sippy, so I thought we was gonna come over here and tap it and then snap it. So I was on my cash account, so I got a little bit eager. And on my cash account, because there's no rules, guys, do y'all notice on my cash account, because there's no rules and regulations, I end up in these pickles versus like the accounts where I know I have to follow strict management. They're like they're like bangers, like nonstop. But on the account to where like I can do whatever the fuck I want to do, like I end up in these pickles a lot of times. I mean, like, but like that just proves my point. Like, guys, I'm telling you, following the rules on like those Apex accounts will turn you into a far better trader than you just getting like $50,000 in cash or 100,000 in cash and you being able to trade your cash. I swear to God, because 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 you'll be more observant and guys, and if you can get a payout on that account, man, the sky's yours. I'm being serious, man. This is fucking bullshit here. This is ridiculous. I shorted like this, and I didn't even get the third tap of this trend line here. I had nothing to manage my risk off of in the zone other than maybe the Sibi over here. Like that was it. So honestly speaking, when we inverse this, I would have cut this on like my normal account. Man, look at this, man. I would have been roasted if I didn't get out over here at this bottom. Man, that was a horrible trade, man. Like all just aside. Like I'm seriously upset with myself. And like I know someone will be like, bro, you got out, but bro, you made $1,100 in that trade. Man, no the hell I did not. I got lucky because I got cash inside that account. That is a losing trade, man. That shit like I'm disappointed in myself, seriously. So it is what it is, but sometimes doing that can save me. So, it is what it is. But that's just been the story of today. Today is not like today has been good as far as taking base hits, but with this here, I mean, just look at this price action. This is disgusting, man. There's no reason why we should be trading this in the first place. So, we needed to have walked away a long time ago. Lost 150 today, all is well. Yeah, yeah, TJ. I'm sorry about that. Yeah. What did I miss? Nothing, Mullah. You say you were? I, I thought you was up. What happened? Yeah. What happened? Where'd it go wrong at? On that short with us? Yeah. Trump is talking right now. Trump says we may stop by Cuba after we're finished with Iran. Trump just said 5 minutes ago, I want to see the war in Iran ended. He said and then I'll stop. Bro, you don't took like 12 trades today. What are you doing? Oh, okay. Call me if it says minus 2,000. Yeah. So they was tough, bro. Shit. They roasted my ass. I promise, I lost that trade. Though, don't be fooled by that P&L, man. We gotta stop trading. Kenshi, you laugh. I'm being for real, bro. This is serious, bro. I take this seriously. This is not a joke. I am not happy. What account was you on? Call me heavy. Was you on an eval? You blew the eval. Call me heavy. What was you on? Guys, y'all gotta understand my sizing. That thing can get real hazy whenever I'm trading that cash account. I'm being for real with you. That shit can get. I'm down 400K. Kenshi says. You capping? There's no way hell you'll be down 400K. So I know you capping, Kenshi. I didn't trade today. It looked wicked. Yeah, no, today was wicked. The only trade today was really them volume balances and the clear draw and liquidities, and then the trend line snaps we had, base hits off of those. Everything else has been confusion, and they've just been liquidating, squeezing it higher, and randomly bursting it up and then pulling it back. That's all that they've been doing this entire time here. Just so you know. You gonna get a cash account? Call me heavy. Minus 1,000 on eval, 1,000 funded, both Apex. Hmm. Yeah, tough. Sorry about that, buddy. Sorry, man. I was in the right direction, but those pullbacks cooked me. Oh, you was in the right direction? So you was long in it. I'm sorry, buddy.
Yo, hey, what's up? How are you today?
Trump not talking anymore. He's not. I'm listening to him right now. Man, I'm just chilling. What's up, Mullah? How you doing, brother?
I'm good. I'm good. Yo, I had these draws, these highs marked since last week to be taken out.
Right.
I expected them to get ran on Friday, but they didn't.
Did they take out these highs over here on the NQ? Yeah, no, they
No, we
did.
took out we took out highs on what 10th of March,
Yeah.
and
Oh
then we
shoot.
took out 11th of March.
Shoot, we just popped this high over here on the ES. They about to pull us back.
Yep, yep. Now they're gonna pull it back a little bit.
Absolutely. That's exactly what they're gonna do. They're gonna to start hitting
They
sell
they
side
could
now.
take out they could take out the highs that the 5th of March at 465. They
Right.
actually want to squeeze this higher. Um, yeah, had it marked out since Asia last night. I didn't take the full trade though.
Yeah.
All good though. I hope everyone's doing good today.
I appreciate that.
If you're down today, you'd be up tomorrow. Just
Absolutely.
buy properly.
You know, today was not easy. Today was not easy by any means. I really want to short this because so my only thing is like I wonder if $140 is going to count as a trading day. Discord, I want you to look at my screen right quick. Look at this. Do y'all think that they'll count this as a trading day, like, or do y'all think I mean we need like another 20, 30 more dollars or something like that? So, check this out. Look, so if I go to my reports on my account 22, let's see, Discord can see this. So 140, 150, you know, I've been making about 140, 150, 180 with the 137. I mean, you know, so I got 8 trading days here. Y'all think they'll count this? Or do y'all think, so like, do y'all think I should walk away at 140? 137, so yes. You think so?
You took how much today? 140 today?
Yeah, so like I'm up one, cause like, so like I'm wondering like if I should just call it a day or like if I should just try to make like one like 160, 180, so because I'm going to flip these next 2 days. My only so like on April 1st I made 200. Here I made 146. Here I made zero because I didn't trade. 137, 194, 159, 155, 172. Do y'all think that today is going to be good enough, or do y'all think that I should? What do y'all think?
Didn't think, because if you did 140 today, I mean, you try to get like
It's in that range.
almost
It's in that range because
yeah.
this day I made one. This day I made 129, 159, 155, 172. Like they all kind of close, huh?
Yeah,
I should be
yeah.
good.
I mean, if you average out, they'll probably average out to like
Yeah.
155, something like that.
But no, Bullinox does not say that. They literally say it. They literally say it is up for discretion. I swear to God, I'm not even joking. That that like so like there is no like 50, 100, 150. Like it's like so like so like if you make $1,000 in a day, but then the next day you make like 200, they'll go, hey, what changed? That $200 day is a flipping day. What changed?
I mean, you should be alright. You should be alright then with that 140.
So what does the yeah exactly, bro? They sent me that weird ass message, man. So you know what? I'm not gonna trade no more. I'm gonna take your advice. Call it a day on that. Can you
I
believe it?
hopped in DC because Gio told me that
I would not press your
you
luck.
could trade.
Queen D says, I agree, Queen D. I appreciate you, girl. She said, I would not press your luck. Oh, yeah, no, I got lucky. I lost today on that trade. Don't be confused. On my funded account, it was solid. Shh. That reason right there is why I like trading my funded accounts. Because, man, I'm tight with my risk management. I'm more precise with my entries. The shit goes straight to the TP. Man, I be hitting bangers on that. But then, like, I get lackadaisical on my cash account. Because I go, man, I could keep going. Even me, I get lackadaisical because I go, I'll just keep average down. Then I find myself literally in 160 contracts, goofing around. They're floating to $12,000 loss, 14, $15,000 loss, huh?
He decides to never get back.
Yeah, yeah, but yeah, yeah, bro. But like, Yeah, bro. It's because you know what I'm saying? It's just like, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, you just get lackadaisical. But like on that funded, man, I'm in 3 contracts, 5. Base hit, 60 ticks. Hold on real quick. Phone call. You said who Mullah?
Nah, I said when Discord sees you size of more than 50 contracts, they should, start stepping in.
Oh
They
yeah.
know.
Oh yeah, 100%. Hell,
When you size them 50 contracts right now,
hell yeah, they do that. Hell yeah, they do that. Yeah, hell yeah.
Kilo messaged me just now. He was like, "Yo,
Yeah.
just took a 165 contract trade." I was like,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, hell yeah, yeah, bro. That right there is exactly what a community is for. Because you wanna know why? Guys, I don't know what kind of persona, guys, I don't want to put on no persona. Guys, I want to trade live on purpose and I want to be transparent as possible. You want to know why? Because if you watch me trade for long enough, guys, like I know y'all might see the pre-market trade plan and stuff like that, but guys, listen, I am not a perfect person. I am not, and I cannot see everything. And I may know and I may understand my weaknesses, but I still may do something foolish. Like when I shorted that 15-minute BISI the other day and it cost me $15,000 almost in cash. Like, guys, listen, like, I'm not perfect. And like I am liable to do some things like be in a trade 160 contracts deep while Trump is talking, just like I just did just now. Like, so guys, like y'all know like where my deficiencies are, and like when I'm at my some of y'all now look, granted, you're gonna have to watch me for like 2 or 3 months. So like you can gauge like when I'm switching accounts and when my risk management changes, and when I say, man, this is dangerous, and when I really mean it. And when I say, okay, well, you know what? This is what I'm managing my risk off of here. Boom, boom, boom. I'm gonna be out here, here, and here. Like you can see that. But like you can also see like where like I'm getting ready to like make a mistake going against my rules. Or like I'm doing something that's like slightly out of my wheel well. But the only way that you can see that is if the instructor is 100% transparent. And then it's up to you in order for you to pick and choose the battles in regards to which ones that you want to jump in on the train with me on. You understand what I'm saying? So so yeah, guys, like that's so guys like I'm not a perfect trader. I am going guys, no one is perfect. Yeah, guys, I am going to make mistakes as I'm trading, and sometimes I might get up by the skin of my teeth. Most times I do. But man, yeah, but man, guys, like yeah, no, like you'll see what's going on. And like that's why, guys, you'll see what's going on, guys. And like that's why like I'm ever so grateful. Hold on real quick. Hold on. Yeah. So guys, like that's why like guys, that's why like I'm ever so grateful for, to have you guys. Because guys, whenever you trading by yourself, you are the ultimate person, guys, and you got to listen to yourself. And even someone with the most insane amount of discipline can fall victim to that stuff. Guys can fall victim to doing something that they not supposed to be doing. But if you have a community behind you that knows your strengths and your weaknesses personally, and you are willing to be transparent and own your mistakes from top to bottom, and the people that are trading with you actually know what they're talking about. Not only will they be able to point things out to you like Chris P did with that perfect triple top earlier that we took out, not only will they be able to point out, the trend lines like Queen D talks about, or LRLR. Not only that, but guys, listen, they're going to be able to help guide you during certain things. Now, ultimately speaking, you are your own woman. You are your own man. You are your own person. So, so all they can do is just warn you. So you still gonna press the button regardless, but at least you'll think about it. That having something like that behind you is invaluable. I do not want to trade without that. The best traders in the world do not trade without that. Ask any trader that yes, 100%. Guys, guys, excuse my language. Guys, fuck the gurus. Fuck those people that are guys, you know, like the TGRs that be floating the 3, 4, 500 guys. Screw it, guys. I'm talking about real proprietary props, like real high level professional traders on Wall Street. Yes, 100%. No headphones, no music. They literally go to an office in Manhattan, for example, and they sit there and they are sitting there bouncing ideas off of each other. And they can see each other's screens at times. Because they might be trading like a circle or something like, and they can see each other's screens and they go, "Hey Tom, woo, do you see that? Did you just see that? What you think? You got anything?" Because why? Because I know Tom is good at seeing, for example, like trend lines. Okay, you see anything, Tom? Is there anything I shouldn't be doing because I'm getting ready to slap this button right now? What you thinking? Well, you know, I might want to wait, you know, I might want to wait for X, Y, and Z, blah, 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 blah. Or hey, Tom's inside this short. Tom, I just entered into the short. What you thinking? Are you still feeling the same, you know, are you still feeling the same exact way? I don't know. Trump's just talking. Did y'all hear that? You might want to cut this risk, guys. I'm getting ready to cut this. Guys, they're working in teams. We're supposed to be working together. That's how you accomplish what you're trying to accomplish. I'm being dead serious. That is irrefutable. That is 100% irrefutable. Definitely been in this alone. Needed to hear that. Oh, you're 100%. 100%. That's why this community is the way it is. I got I promise you, I'm not joking. I showed this last night for the guys. I have multi-millionaires inside here that trade based on what we're saying. People that make $30,000, $40,000 a day. I swear to God. Like, guys, and that's nothing compared in the grand scheme of things. Guys, like the people at S&B Capital, those people are making $20 million a year trading, 25 off day trading. And they say, I don't want to trade alone. So we need to be bouncing ideas off of each other. I went on this whole rant to say, I know some people go, bro, dang. Some people probably thinking, bro, what you should trade by yourself, bro? Or, bro, listen, I appreciate this community. That's why I got this community here. Guys, I promise you, my win rate was not no 88% before this. Guys, my win rate was hovering like right around like 72, 73, 74. Best case scenario, 72, 73 before I started this Discord. Now, but like since I got this Discord and since people are looking at the same thing I'm looking at, man, my win rate has skyrocketed. There's no way in hell I would have been able to go 2 or 3 months without no losing. I'm sorry, like a month and a half without taking not one loss. Not one loss. And when a month and a half, 6 months without taking a major loss, no way in hell. That's because of y'all. So we need to be piggybacking off of each other. We need to be on alert. Have a crack team. Exactly. Like Prolific helps, Queen D helps, Padre helps. I'm just naming out the names for the people that's a part of the community that's inside Discord. I'm being serious. Lavish Trade, sometimes he helps. I'm serious. Like, guys, point them out. Like, if y'all see a clear draw on liquidity, say something. Like, hey, Trump is talking. Oh, shoot. Okay, my risk management needs to change. Hey, that's LR. I don't want to be doing that. Moolah helps. Jay from Texas, Fire, especially Fire. Shit. I know for a fact that if Fire hear Trump talking, he, no matter what he is doing, he gonna join this goddamn live stream. He gonna be like, hey, E, are you trading that live cash account? Because Trump just started talking. You know you probably, hey, man, I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but you need to be cautious because this is right around the time where you start to lose. He's not saying that to be on my ass, like to be like, bro, I know you down $15,000 right now, but bro, you getting ready to blow the account. No, he's not saying that. He's like, he's like, bro, be on alert, bro, because I know you, and this is when you lose. So do not add no more up into here. And guess what? I promise you, I was thinking about adding 100 more contracts. But when he said that, I was like, Yeah. Yeah, exactly. What's your disc? Yeah, links inside my bio, nqinsider.com. Links inside my bio, nqinsider.com. But you can't join Discord without that knowledge center. It's $40 per month. We run classes and stuff like that on the weekends. Alrighty? So yeah. Guys, listen, I want to review something that Fire said. Fire says something over here, and so like I want to read this out to everybody, and I want to interpret this. Fire says, guys, we all need to back test what works best for us. Everything that E does works best for E because he back tests and forward tests on a live market. That's why he's good at it. We all will definitely develop a different way to trade that works in our best interest. So, guys, listen, yes, guys, but how I'm trading, you can still take the same trades, but you need to understand what I'm managing my risk off of, and then you need to specifically back test it yourself so you can have the confidence, and you can and like so like you need to see what account that I'm trading specifically. So everybody needs to read this message over here that Fire says. He says, and for what E does for giving us a free mentorship every weekend, if you had to get JCap to give you a mentorship, you got to be spending $2,500 minimum on one class. Trust me. He says, what? Trust me, I was shocked when I found out the price. Guys, listen, I had no idea that JCap was charging $2,500, $2,500 to $3,000 for one class. And JCap trades essentially like how I do, but he just swing trades. His live cash count now. So all he's gonna do is just point out liquidity to you. Are you serious? Yeah. Exactly. For one class. Guys, listen, you are not going to learn anything substantial from 1 to 2 classes. Guys, not even from three. Guys, I'm being for real. Guys, that's why I do what I do. And that's why, guys, I will explain it to you on a daily basis. And I will hand walk you through the same exact thing, if not far, far, far more than somebody is charging you $2,500 to $5,000 per class for, or every 2 classes, like you buy a little package for 5 bands. Guys, listen. Guys, I'm serious. Hey, guys, and JCap sees the market just like how I see the market. There is no difference. But see, guys, listen. That's why I do what I do. You are not going to, guys, and that's why I came up with that millionaire roadmap. That's why I came up with that millionaire roadmap because, guys, listen, you need hands on experience and you need to be conversing with the mentor and you need to be seeing the mentor trade live before it bleeds you dry. If you subscribe to 5 months to that, boy, do you understand that's like $15,000? If he cuts you a break at $2,500, like not even for 5 classes, just let's just say you subscribe for 5 months. That's $15,000. That should have bleed you 5 classes to bleed you dry. You won't have enough time to learn. You'll be so far in the hole. So that's why that knowledge page is there, man. So that once you begin to understand, then on the weekends, then we can, do some other shit. Like I'm not, we can hit the ground running. Cause bro, that's his main source of income. I'm trying to tell you. There's no way in hell he's charging $2,500 a month. I'm $2,500 for a class, and he's still like actively trading throughout the day nonstop like that. There's no for why, like for what, like for what? If he gets a shit, you should see his following. If he gets 1,000 people to subscribe, do you understand? Do you know how much money that is? That's $2.5 million a fucking month. Are you crazy? I wouldn't be trading. Would you trade? Hey, stop and just think. Would you trade? Would you trade if every 5 days you got to? Would you trade if every 5 days you got a $650,000 deposit straight to your bank account? Like, why would you trade for it? Like now, like every now and then, like you got to trade, yeah, so people don't call you a scam artist. But so like every now and then, like yes, you gonna have to risk a one week's paycheck. So 1 week's paycheck about I do about 2 or 300,000. And I'll either lose, guys. It's a win-win scenario because if he blows 200,000, which is like 2 or 3 days worth of mentorships, then people will go, oh God, thank God, he's just like us, normal, transparent guy. I'll give him more of my money. If he wins, then people go, oh my goodness, that dude just made $200,000 or $300,000. Let me give him more of my money. So every now and then, like he'll do that. But logically speaking, he is an instructor. Because why would he put on serious risk for? Why would he do that? That makes zero sense. I'm making $650,000 every 5 days to my account. Why would I do that for? I would not, seriously, like all those aside. Bro, and why does he show his payout every damn video? You want to know why? Yeah, you want to know why? Because, because people get hypnotized for that shit. Like, people go, oh, this dude got a $3.5 million payout with Apex? Man, he must know something that I don't, which I'm going to be honest with you, he does. I'm not going to hate. I'm going to be for real, he does. Yes, he does know something that you don't know. He understands liquidity. He understands what the market's doing. He understands market direction and market structure. That's all that he's trading. That's why some of his videos are on the Knowledge Center. I'm serious. And he understands risk management. So, yes, he does. But still, though, people go, oh, my God, let me pay $2,500 for 5 classes. And then, like, after 5 classes, you stuck and you want to ask him questions, but you don't got no more funds. And now you left to fend for yourself and you go, damn, what did he say in that class from 2 weeks ago again? I'm scared to ask. Bro, you need to be hands-on with the instructor. You need to be able to ask the instructor questions. You need to be able to piggyback ideas off the instructor. You need to be able to see what the instructor is doing and see his screen and see his P&L. The instructor needs to be transparent and honest with you. You need to feel like you need to feel as though like you're in this thing together with the instructor and the other students around you. And then the other people around you need to seriously be profiting too, or need to be understanding, and you need to be able to ask them questions. That's how you seriously develop. It's just like school. I'm being honest with you. Let me get back to this thing. Why don't 2 to 3 more people trade their screens with you? Oh, because on the because the Discord got so large now to the point where like it's more than 50 people watching at all times. So like if multiple people are going to be screen sharing, then I can only have 50 people in here. When I learn, I will tell you what I see. You can't possibly watch all charts at once. Exactly. You cannot. It's impossible in order for you to watch all of the charts at once. You cannot do that. You need like someone that's good at something needs to be pointing something out. Whenever Queen D says, "Look at that LRLR," I'm fucking paying attention. Why? Because I know that's her favorite thing to look at. Whenever Moolah Pop points out double tops and double bottoms, I'm on alert. I'm being dead serious. Whenever Grant, who's in here, who's GB says, "Bro, look at that volume balance," I'm on alert. I'm being dead serious. Like, look at this weird pattern they got going on over here now. Literally every vid he starts it out flexing $2.9 million payout. Every single one. Yes, he's hypnotizing you. Because most people get blinded by that. Bro, I want to see you trade live, bro. I want to see. Then I'll give you my money. And I want to see when you make a mistake what you say. And I want to see other people rejoice and be happy. Man, I'm not giving you $2,500 for one class. You crazy as shit. Are you high? That that reason right there is why if you go to his YouTube channel and you go to his website, it don't say the price. You want to know why it don't say the price? Because he knows how because that shit is expensive. It's a funnel. It's a business funnel. It says, and he goes, "Hey, I only want serious traders." Man, hell no. I want to see. I want to see. I want to see what the price is, big time. Serious traders. I promise you. Try to go to his YouTube and go to YouTube and type in JCap or go to his website. You will not see the price until you will not see the price until you sign up and you give them your email and you message them for a direct quote. You will not see it. That's how I know it's getting ready to be ridiculously expensive. That's how I know. You want to know how? Because I love supercars. And If any male, well, I'm not going to count out the woman, but if any woman or anybody knows anything about any cars, and you know high end luxury vehicles, what is the one thing to where if you see it, you know for a fact it's going to be some bullshit? What 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 are the three things that they say? What are the three words that they say to where like there's no price and you know it's getting ready to be some bullshit? And you go, man, you know what? Man, this is about to be ridiculous. I don't need to. I'm not even gonna call. If anybody knows anything about cars, anybody, I'm gonna tell you what it is. Call for price. When it says call for price or inquire for price, then guess what? Then I know for a fact that that's going to be like a $2 million car. Or call for price on a home. Why why not just disclose the price? You wanna know why? Because they why you wanna know why? Because they're gonna scare you. That's why. So what are you setting up? Man, I'm not setting up nothing. I'm going on this rant right now because I'm upset. I just took a loss, theoretically. That's why. So I'm going on this rant right now with nothing in mind. I'm getting ready to cut this live stream. Call it a day. I got to regroup mentally. I got cooked on that last trade. On my soul, I did. So that's a loss in my brain. In any event, guys, listen. I wanted a whole rant for transparency. Guys, we'll be live tomorrow. I need everybody to be live here tomorrow. Well, I don't need you to be here because I'll keep doing what I'm doing. But Discord knows. Discord live tomorrow at 9, 10 a.m. in the morning. TikTok tomorrow at 10 o'clock in the morning. I'll be live to go to the pre-market trader plan. So they squeezed this and then they did the unthinkable. Well, I figured they was gonna do this, but I still got roasted trying to short that shit just now. Look what they did for this. Look at this bullshit. Look at this. They threw. Look at this. And reset the market all in mere seconds. I said this yesterday at 6 o'clock. They could very well squeeze it higher from this zone with no remorse. Man, these people never look back from this zone, man. They took the ability to trade the short side from the NQ Insider Trade Weekly Outlook. So damn what? Don't chase it. Be smart. Wait for liquidity to be engineered. And then I said this today. I need you to be on alert for these things on stream. We need to work together. Let's go. Because today was going to be a hard day to trade, man. They took everything from us. I was trying to short this, you know. I was going to buy puts today on open. I never trade options. I was going to do so, but they dumped it. And then they squeezed it. So they took it away from me. So it is what it is. Guys, listen, like how I always close out every single live stream. Guys, I'm so appreciative of every single member inside this community. I appreciate everybody for having my back. I appreciate you guys for locking in, for being here with us. Guys, and guys, like you may feel underappreciated in your life or whatever. Like Queen D, I'm so proud of you for taking care of your mother and you know, through this tough time that she's going through. I know I sent you that voice message, but I just wanted to tell you that again. Because sometimes because sometimes the people that's the closest to us, they may not tell us that hey, I appreciate you. Hey, you know what? I love you. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes we be taken advantage of. I won't take advantage of you, and I won't underappreciate you because I know how valuable every single last one of your voices are. That's why everybody inside Discord can talk. I want to be a part of a community where I can talk, man. But don't wait. But don't pay $40 in here and start asking us what green candles are though. That's not what I mean by that. So you still need to study that knowledge center. And you need to show up to the classes and then you can ask intelligent questions. Otherwise, they're not gonna answer. Otherwise, we're gonna be like, bro, go read page one. You don't know what you're talking about. That's a FVG. That's not support and resistance. What are you talking about? But outside of that, guys, I appreciate every last one of you. And I appreciate you, Queen D, for, you know, for praying for us and for having our back. So what are you saying now? What's your knowledge of community page? I'm getting ready to get to that. Guys, listen. This market doesn't care about anything. Guys, this market doesn't care about anything um, other than are you willing to respect it? Look at Iana, look at that staircase and pattern about to dump it. Are you willing to respect it? That's it. So guys, listen. NQinsider.com. If you want to join the Knowledge Center, then Discord is halfway down page one. It's just $40 per month. I will never charge you anything more. I make money doing this on a daily basis. I'm not going to charge you anything more. The mentorship and stuff like that is free. from once you're inside Discord. But don't ask me what a candlestick is because I'm gonna say that you read that knowledge center. Because I day trade for a living nonstop. So with that being said, nqinsider.com, please stay away from the scammers. I will never ask you for any money. This is what guys. This is weird people creating random false accounts and they email my dad. They try to DM my dad's burner and ask my dad for money and they didn't even know it was my dad. Stay away from the scammers. I'll never ask you for money. So what? Look at this staircase of pattern. Hmm. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna be for
Not
real
gonna
for.
lie, I'm not 100% on this trade because it's a hard drop liquidity.
Oh yeah.
They can go definitely.
They look like they're trying to squeeze us the damn 615 inside this damn zone. Why they miss 615 round whole number? Why not squeeze it to 615 and then dump? They're gonna dump this shit. At some point in time, they're gonna snap this. They're just goofing around. Today, man, today was tough. I'm not gonna lie. Look at them goofing around. So in any event, guys, listen. I know you may not hear this from your brother, your mother, your sister, your father, or your husband, your wife. Hey, I appreciate you, but most importantly, listen to me. We're in this together. And so help me God, I say this every single time. And Queen D and everybody inside know what they're getting ready to say. Abundant too. Guys, I love you. And I promise you, I believe in you. Sometimes all it takes is for one person to believe in us so that we can accomplish what we're capable of and what we know within ourselves. I love all of y'all. Everybody. Every single Chilo, I love all y'all, man. We will be here together. So, guys, listen, we're in this together. Family. So I'll see you guys tomorrow at 10 o'clock from TikTok and 9, 10 in the morning, in the morning from Discord. I got to cut this, man, because I don't want to push my luck like Queen D said. I love you. Yeah, I love you more, E. All right, Dev. All right, good. Thanks, brother. I appreciate that, man. That means a lot. I'm not going to lie, Dev, because I feel some kind of way, man. I'm not going to lie. I know, guys, I promise you, whenever an idea goes against me, like, I feel some kind of way. I promise you. And like, I know people like, bro, you just made $1,100 on that trade. What the fuck you talking about? You got damn 3.5 bands there. What the fuck are you complaining for? You son of a gun. Bro, I'm being dead serious. Why? Because I got all about the skin in my teeth. We need to learn from our wins just as much as our losses. Guys, I don't see wins and losses like that. Guys, I see great decisions. You need to listen to what I just said. Guys, I don't care about the money. I swear to God, I don't care about the money. I don't care about the money. Guys, I don't care about win streaks or none of that stuff. I care about great decisions. Did I make a good decision? Did I manage my risk accordingly? Win, lose, or draw? Why? Because I know if I do it over the course of time, I'm gonna be insanely rich. That's why. So that needs to be our focus, and that's the last thing I'm gonna leave you with. Nah, that's actually real, gang. BCA says, yeah, much love, you. All right, all in. Love you more. Yeah, all right, love you too, brother. All righty, guys. I believe in you. NQinsider.com. We'll see you tomorrow. I love you. Bye.